There's a plan? Hold on. There we go.
All pro, JAFFOs, ball out, Pro Bowl, Tony Romo, 40-yard dash, boy, don't be slow-mo. Get on the court, boy, I may go outside in the sun like Elliot Kobo. I'm running fast, LA de la Cruz. Turn on the JAFFOs, get my news. 7FL doing good, how I knew. All pro, JAFFO, the all pro, Jump Talk Sports, they speak facts. You talk smack, you get sacked. Come tune in, sit in chat. Sport you like, they speak all that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, the new theme song of the All Pro JAFFOs by the son of Mr. Mizzle from the Mizzle and Dub Show, DeAndre. Shout out to him for making the new All Pro JAFFOs theme song. We'll be getting more like a little music video or something for the intro next week, but we wanted to give shout out to him and let everybody know what we had brewing up. So appreciate DeAndre for making the song for us. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Highly Elevated Sports Talk, the Highly Elevated Sports Fan. I am your host, JP.
Hey, yo.
And with me, as always, the 610 Beast from the Southeast, Mr. Country K.
I ain't scared of you motherfuckers.
And we got a pretty good show for you today. There's a couple of questions, a couple of things that we wanted to talk about, a couple of announcements and stuff that we'll make at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. Once again, go to the Tornado Bros Productions YouTube channel. Go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell, letting you know every time the JAFFOs go live. And we appreciate you guys once again for hanging out with us on this Friday evening. First things first, Kay. I know you may not be too prepared for this question, but I have to ask it anyway. Why is this Caitlin Clark thing going out of just completely nuts? And why is it becoming a narrative about not just, fellow WNBA players hating on Caitlin Clark, but it's become a race thing as well, as it usually does in this day and age. But any thoughts behind it? And why do you think it is what it is?
I have no clue what's going on with that at all. You have to explain to me what's going on.
So essentially, the narrative that's been going around is one. Charles Barkley even came out, talking about it. The ladies of the WNBA should essentially be thanking Caitlin Clark instead of hating on her. And then Becky Hammond, the head coach from the Las Vegas Aces, saying there's no hate whatsoever between players and Caitlin Clark. They are thankful for the attention and stuff like that she's bringing to the WNBA. But then you have people like Jamil Hill, who come out and say the only reason why Caitlin Clark is as popular as she is because she's white and straight. So obviously narratives going to be ping ponging back and forth. Some of them are true, some of them may be true, some of them highly just pretty stupid to be honest. And on top of that, um, I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think race has anything to do with it. I think that's just a narrative that everybody likes to spin and go with. In certain situations, sure, it could be applied, but I do not think this one is one of those. Um, the fact that she's straight, the fact that she's white, I mean, it doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't make any sense to me why this type of rhetoric is being put out there for absolutely no reason whatsoever. So that's essentially kind of the gist of what's going on behind, Caitlin Clark right now.
All right. Well, it's a lot to this. So, firstly, to a degree, Jamel's right. Just just to put that out there flat, just simply because over 80% of the WNBA is gay, and over like a good portion of that, probably the same percentage, if not a little bit less, are they don't. I don't know. It's hard to say. You know what I'm saying?
I,
Like it's really hard to say because a lot of these companies, yeah, they accept the LGBTQ and whatever the rest of the acronym is. They really don't be wanting to partner up with a lot of these people. You get what I'm saying? And to be honest, it hasn't been nobody as good as her. Like Sabrina has a shot, but that's about it. You see what I'm saying? So it hasn't been nobody with a complete game that's like Caitlyn and straight, like Jamil says, in a long time. That's very marketable in that fucking space. Because again, right now they're trying to branch the WNBA into the shit. The last thing that's happened of high value in the WNBA was Brittany Griner fucking getting exchanged for a fucking Russian goddamn weapons guy. So if you gotta understand a lot of this shit, like it's touchy. So you Jamel's right because to an extent, it's like, yeah, why not use a lot of these other players that's actually really good and like these kind of things versus using this girl that just came out. Like you had a bunch of girls that was extremely good. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a bunch of girls. Like the Las Vegas Aces just won like 2 championships in the last like what 4 or 5 years. Like them
yeah,
girls, you see what I'm saying? So it's like you could have publicized or even like tried to get a lot of money with a lot of them. Candace Parker is a legendary player in the WNBA. She just retired. You could have used her. You could use a lot of different people in that vein. It's just more the fact of this girl right here, and honestly, she's good. But I think a lot of them are thinking like she good, but she not that good. Like how they making it seem her be. You get what I'm saying? Like they kind of feeling like she overhyped.
I mean, oh, I don't know about overhyped. She is on a team that is. I'm sorry, the Iowa team that she played for can probably beat this Indiana Fever team. It's just overall, the team is just not good. And as we know in team sports, it takes more than one player to be able to kind of get, especially really, really bad teams, out from the mud. But
I mean, we got
Caitlin Clark,
pass because when you're the number one overall draft pick, you're going to a shit team.
right? Of
So
course,
it's the pretty much like her leadership skills drug Iowa to where they were because again, like a lot of people said, if you take her off that team, does Iowa even have a fighting chance?
no.
Like, that's the reality of the situation. So if you're that conduit at Iowa, why can't you be that conduit in Indiana? It ain't even that fucking far. Like, why can't you be coming in and being that leader? Everybody knows they literally rolled out the red carpet. Why can't you come in and start being that person that they want you to be, especially when you're the number one pick overall. You're getting all this money now in comparison to the WNBA. It's the same argument as we have for motherfuckers like LeBron or like KD or like Steph or, you know what I'm saying, like the top people. When you're getting all of this money, you got to produce. And in the fact of the damn WNBA, she just hit $1 billion. We ain't trying to hear those excuses. You got to come in and be that. You see what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. She has been putting up pretty decent numbers. She has been, producing. The
Sport.
team around her hasn't.
If it's one on one, cool. If it's a team sport, I'm not trying. I'm not really going for that. You see what I'm saying? If it's one on one, fine. But it's not. It's a team sport. She got to figure out a way to get her teammates better. Whether if it's coming in and you have to be the leader. You got all this money. You want all this money. You want all this recognition and popularity. You can't get all of that and then just be mediocre. Especially what they're trying to make you to be. They're trying to make her seem like she's fucking the female Jesus of basketball. You get what I'm saying? Like that's how they're talking. Like the way they're making it seem like she's the greatest college player, female player ever, and top list of college players total. Like, all right, if you gonna get all those accolades, you got to do something other than just score yourself. You gotta get somebody got to get better. Somebody got to look like they got to look decent or something.
I mean, there's a reason why this team only won 5 games, and having somebody like Aaliyah Boston on their team and still not being it, because Aaliyah Boston was a top pick in the draft, who they all thought, and Aaliyah Boston coming out of South Carolina, everybody thought, holy shit, Aaliyah Boston's about to turn this team around. We've talked about this before, how yeah, you could be a number one pick, you can be a top 3 overall pick, whatever it is. But if the organization is trash, it doesn't matter. How many number one overall picks have we seen go to trash ass organizations and nothing come of it? All these expectations of, oh yeah, they're this good, top overall pick, all that. But because the organization is absolute dog shit, nothing comes out of it, and then we blame the player. Oh, it's the player's fault, even though the organization did fucking nothing to be able to support that top player.
That's been my argument for a plethora of players I've been arguing for on this show.
So then why is this one any different?
It's not different. What I'm saying is, what have you done? Like, my thing is, when I'm sitting here saying, when I'm arguing for other guys, I'm saying, look at what they're doing in spite of, not what they're normally good at. She's normally good at scoring. What else is she doing? Is she doing something else to produce the thing? Again, i.e., prime example, like Baker. You were saying Baker wasn't a passer, and then Baker goes and throw out 4,400 yards. Baker brought leadership to that team after Tom left. Baker brought excitement to that team after Tom left, and that's what we needed. You see what I'm saying? Like, she has to do other than fucking score. Baker's always been a rah-rah motherfucker, but he paid attention to the X and O's. He studied. He developed his game. Those are things people don't assess when they say shit about Baker. You get what I'm saying? So
Mm.
that's what I'm saying about her. What else are you doing other than scoring, Caitlin? What else can you do? Like, you got to, it's more than basketball, just scoring, passing, and rebounding. You got to do something else. You got to figure this shit out.
Let me find her the stats and stuff like that she's been putting up, because I'm pretty sure she's still getting assist numbers and everything. Like, she's still, I mean, the Fever are playing the Sparks, currently the number one overall pick, Caitlin Clark taking on the number 2 overall pick, Cameron Brink. Um, let's see. Clark already has 9 points, 2 rebounds. Um, oh, actually, sorry, 4 points, 2 rebounds. No assists, no points for it so far. But let me see. Let me go back to the last 5, because they're 0-5 currently. So, I mean, Caitlin Clark, she's been the pretty much the top scorer in all but one game against the Liberty. Let's see.
Makes
What
sense.
was
Her ass up. That's what Angela Reese went. And old girl from
No, no,
Steph
no. They went to Chicago, not New York.
Sky. Yeah, same color scheme. Shit. My bad.
Yeah.
Color
uh, damn it. Give me your stats.
Oh no, Liberty is what Sabrina plays, huh?
Yeah, Ionescu. Yeah.
Yeah.
So far her regular season totals in 5 games, She's got 5 starts, averaging 31.4 minutes, 17.8 points a game, 4 to 5 defensive and offensive about 4.6 rebounds, 5.8 assists, point 0.6 steals, a block, 40% from the field, 32% from 3-point, 91 from the free throw line. Let's see here, 29 total assists, 89 total points, 23 rebounds, 3 steals, 5 blocks. So in 5 games, she hasn't done bad, like, at all. She's been doing damn near everything that she can to get this
Yes.
bummy ass team out of the mud. And they came close the other day. They came close, but it was like people were like, "Oh, Caitlin Clark, she fumbled the pass that, would it?" It's like, did you see the pass? First of all, it was way behind her. She's running towards the corner. She's running towards the corner three, and the fucking inbounder throws the ball behind her. So how is that on her? First of all, it's like there are certain things. If you go back and look at the game, there is no way that you can convince me that any part of those losses had anything to do with Caitlin Clark's performance. You can't, because again, she's done everything that she's possibly can. Whether it comes to scoring, whether it comes to assists, shit, even rebounding and stuff like that. She's, other than Aaliyah Boston, she's leading teams in those statistics. So it just doesn't make any sense right now. Even in women's fantasy football or in fantasy basketball, she's the second. Oh, she's the second player. She's number 2, positionally ranked, out of everything. She's doing everything that she possibly can. It's just, you can't, when you have a bum ass team, it's difficult to be able to do shit. Like, Indiana hasn't been good, or the Indiana Fever haven't been good in, I don't know, ever. They've always pretty much been a top 5 overall pick type team. So this is organizationally like, I don't honestly see Caitlin Clark being an Indiana Fever for her entire career. That's for damn sure. Especially with a lot of the things that have been coming out with, it seems like she's been, I guess, a little bit displeased with how things have been going. There was a video going around that I guess the team was trying, getting hype, doing some sort of like chant and dance or whatever, but Caitlin Clark wasn't really participating in it. She's laser focused going down the, and people are like, oh, she's not participating with her team. She's not celebrating, and she's not doing this. She's like, well, I'm sorry, they're 0-5. What the fuck are we celebrating? What are we celebrating? You're 0-5. Last year, you had 5 total wins. Been the punching bag of the WNBA for the last decade. What the fuck you mean celebrate?
It's not really celebrating you losing. It's more they're trying to get camaraderie. If she's like that the entire time and you're distant from your teammates, how are they gonna mess with her at all? And it's going to build resentment when it's like, yeah, we know you don't like us. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, she hasn't done anything to when she can act like she Kobe Bryant. Like, I'm trying to tell you, like, a lot of this shit where it's like it's okay, but if this was another type of player, bro, like, people would be bashing this motherfucker. Like, yeah, this your first year. You played 5 games, bro. Like, you can go out there and will a game. Just like I said, like a prime example, keeping the same sport. LeBron James. If this was LeBron James, they would be murdering LeBron. If LeBron wasn't celebrating with his teammates, if LeBron wasn't doing any of this shit, they would be murdering LeBron. And the man got 4 rings. They'll be murdering him now. You see what I'm saying? Like, she has to get acclimated. Like, these girls gotta believe that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta instill something. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you coming
But
out
here's the thing. Who's to say she hasn't been trying behind
that
the scenes in practice, and everything. It's been it's been going viral. Like, when Kobe, when nobody was practicing, when they were getting their asses kicked, when the Lakers were shit.
yeah, that
How
was
often was Kobe trying to get, oh, let's get together, guys? No, he was calling all of them bums. He
that was
said they all sucked.
after Kobe already had 3 rings. He was already accoladed.
But
They
at
played
what
5 games.
point though,
They're
when
not
you're
even ready.
trying
They're
still
not
but
through the
no,
season.
I get that, but at what
So
point though, when you're trying to be a leader, when you're trying to do things that you're supposed to do to take it in that right direction, and it's not being received at all by your team,
no, not going.
at what point do you just like, well,
5 games.
nobody's fucking listening to me right now?
5 games. Like seriously, 5 games in a whole WNBA season, which is like 30 some games. 5. You've played 5 games. That's not at all close to fucking good enough. Like you play like 30 some games in college. 5 games? 5 games? Like seriously? Nah, I'm not going with that. That's
Well,
some
I
bull.
mean, shit. They've lost 5 games, and they're already saying, "Oh, see,
There's no
she
speed.
isn't that good. She isn't that good. See, she
Because
can't win.
again,
She
if
couldn't
you're
win big
only
games back in college. Now she can't win big games in WNBA. The fuck? It's been 5 games, like you just said. It's been 5 games.
can't give one excuse one way and then another excuse for another way to make sure this girl gets a pass. No, no,
I'm
no.
not.
No, sir.
What I'm saying, Kay, is
Look, you have
she's
to
getting
give
a
her
lot of the shit
superstar
that
treatment.
I don't think she
She
deserves
does
to get a lot
deserve,
of the
she
shit that she's
deserves
getting.
all of this shit. You are a superstar. You want superstar treatment. You get superstar fucking goddamn fault. It is her fault. Again, remember Tom Brady when he was in New England when the motherfuckers lost? Whose fault was it? No matter how shitty that defense was. It is her fault. She is not leading her team to win. It's been 5 games and you already disconnected. It's something about you, shorty. It's something about her. Like
Hmm.
that is a complex. So I said, if we look at other players that we slandered for this same shit, it's been 5 games in your professional career and you already doing this shit. I understand 15. Like you've weathered this shit. You've tried. 5? No. No, that's a personal no. That's a personal trait. That's too short. That's like starting a job and the second day be like, you know what? I'm working too much. Bro, 5 games, bro.
I I looked at these 5 games, and I don't see in those games where we can put. I mean, some of the turnovers and stuff like that. Yeah, sure, we can. When you get turnovers, people are going to have what they got to say. She's averaging, I think, right now 5 turnovers a game, which is not
Russell
good
Westbrook
by any
ass
sense.
numbers. So she got Russell Westbrook ass turnovers. And she's acting a fucking fool in 5 games. Bro, are we seriously? She deserves all of this fucking slander she's getting. You're
I don't
averaging
know about that, man.
bro, it's a WNBA fucking
At certain points, when do you hold the team accountable for their shit?
not in five games.
Some of those turnovers were not her fault.
So, all right, you gotta understand. You gotta understand scale. Scale this to an NFL season. That's 1 game, bro. That's halftime. The season's over at halftime of the first game. It's 16 games or 17 games in the NFL.
But what does that have to do with the team being held accountable for some of
Listen, if
the
you're
for the
the
shit?
Niners,
Why? Here's what I want to know.
because it's
Especially at
about
the
the length of
professional
time she's
level.
been there.
Say what?
It's the length of time she's been there. You don't have the luxury to do all of this shit in 5 fucking games. You don't. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, holy shit. Like, you can't,
I just don't understand in these 5 games
it
with
doesn't
the
matter, bro.
team not being able to perform.
Man, look,
Let
we
me look
watch
at.
superstars in the men's version of the NBA, and we give them hell if they said shit in 5 games. And it's 82 of them motherfuckers over there.
Let's
You
see what we
can't
got.
get a pass in under 40 games, sorry. Like, you can't. You got to be quiet. You got to lead your team. You tripping out, having camera fucking moments already in 5? No, absolutely not. I might be wrong about that in total game. So
I think it's like 35 or 40, somewhere around there. that they
Just
have.
like college or some shit or high school or
Yeah. Yeah.
games though.
But hold on, I'm looking at the team stats and everything right here. Let's see.
Over there
The
disconnected.
team as a whole, is averaging 16.2 turnovers a game.
He got 5 of them, almost 6 of them. Okay. So the rest of the team got 9, and you got fucking. Come on, stop. Shut up, little girl.
Are point guards and stuff like that not susceptible to turnovers, especially when your fucking teammates aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing?
Russell Westbrook, go.
What about Russell Westbrook?
Russell Westbrook averaged a triple double for a fucking almost a decade, and they did not let him pass on averaging fucking 3-4 turnovers a game.
3-4. He wasn't averaging 3-4. He was averaging like 8. What the hell? What are we talking about? He was averaging 8 plus. And the only reason why he was getting triple doubles because he's fucking stat padding. He was on a shit team.
So they were finding a way to make the playoffs, but he's stat padding.
100%.
That's
And
bullshit.
how far did they go in the playoffs, by the way? Thank you.
Second round, sometimes.
Oh, second round. Ooh, yeah,
Round one
great.
time.
Second round of the fucking playoffs. You're really a fucking elite team doing that.
With
Holy
nobody.
shit.
They ain't got nobody over there. You just said it
You're
yourself.
right. They got nobody. He's stat padding, averaging 9 fucking turnovers a game.
I'm not flying with that. Hold on.
You have Caitlin Clark, who is she's averaging pretty much 6 turnovers a game if you round up. Most of those is because, one, teammates aren't in the right position, fumbling the ball, not doing what they're supposed to be doing. Of course, the fucking teams are going to have turnovers. That was the same thing with Russell Westbrook. Yeah, he was averaging 8, 9 turnovers a game, but you go look at some of those turnovers, his teammates aren't in the right spot.
I said
His
the man
teammates are
only
fumbling the bag.
highest, hold on. His highest season of turnovers was in 2016 when he had 5.4, and that's when he won the MVP.
He
So
had,
I
he
hear
had
you.
5.4 turnovers and
That's
won the
his most
MVP.
he's had in his career in a season. The most. He's only averaged 3 or 4 a game a season. And this last year on the Clippers, he averaged 2.1. This is what I've been saying to
Oh,
you.
so he's gotten a little bit more conservative.
Well, he's not playing as much. He's not the starter with the ball in his hand continuously. What I'm trying to get you to understand is the same way y'all revere him and he only averaged 3 turnovers a game, majority of his career, 3. Think about it. You in your mind just said he averaged 8. She's
There was a
averaging
span. There was
fucking
a span of
5.
time. There was a span of time during that triple double. I think they had. I remember the stat. They had it about like a 10, 15 game span. He was averaging at like 8, 9 turnovers in the game
Okay, so that
during
means
like a 10 game span.
okay, if that means he had a longer span of him not averaging shit. If he only he averages fucking 3.9 in his
Well,
career.
yeah, you're not going to get turnovers when you're the only one holding the fucking ball.
That's not true. Again, you
Oh
keep
no,
that, but the man's averaging a triple double. That means he has to give the ball up a minimum of 5 times for a motherfucker to score. A minimum of 5 times.
minimum of 5 times. Yeah.
Oh, he's averaging over 10. So again,
What is he average? What was he averaging for assists?
in his career,
No,
and
not in his career. Let's just look at the MVP season. The
MVP.
MVP season that he had, what was he averaging for his assist total? No way it was above 15. No way it was above 13. He had, at most, it was 12.
It was 10.4. It was
10.4. Okay, so he literally only passed the ball like 5, 6 times a fucking game. Probably to the underneath guy, to fucking
Adams.
Adams,
Oh yeah, that's
who's
all he
cash
had.
money underneath.
That's all he had.
And then
Him and
from there
Serge
on,
Ibaka.
he held on to
All
the
they had.
ball.
That's all they had on their team. Him and Serge Ibaka. Like,
So there you go.
we're
That's where he
talking
got his
about a guy
10.4
that
assists
had a
from, is
bad
from guys like
team,
down
that
underneath.
took a bad team to the fucking playoffs. He won the MVP. He was also able to do all of those stats things that we know him for, but he was also able to fucking drag his team to something better than what we all saw them to be. And it
His
showed.
MVP year, how far did they go? It was
Shit.
a first round exit that year, wasn't it?
2016. So playoffs.
2016. I think that was a first round exit.
5 games. Yeah, they went out first round.
They got gentlemen swept.
Yeah.
His MVP. See,
And
that's the thing.
yeah,
You
that
can
was
like
against the Warriors.
dragging
Against
your
the
team
Warriors.
to the playoffs
They
and stuff
lost
like
to the
that.
Warriors.
Say what?
They lost to the Warriors during the Warriors playing the Cleveland Cavaliers in the finals 5 years straight. That was during that time.
Well, they weren't going to beat a good team. That's for damn sure.
Oh, that was the year the motherfuckers went 70.
2016. Didn't they win the finals that year?
They broke the NBA record that year of
That was
wins.
2016?
Yeah. That's when LeBron said Cleveland. That's
I
the
thought that
same.
was 18.
Nope, it was the same year. It was 2016.
Hmm.
I'll tell you. Same year. That's what I'm saying. It's like, what you want Russell to do? He played the fucking Warriors and the legendary Warriors team.
I mean, what? Oh, so
And he won a
there's an
game.
excuse.
He
Okay, what was
won
he
a
supposed to
game.
do against the
What
Warriors?
did he
He
do?
wasn't going to do shit against a good team. First of all,
Bro, no, no,
and
no.
whether it
You
was the
have to give
Warriors,
the
whether
man
it was
credit.
anybody else who was actually good, he wasn't going to beat anybody worth any sort
He
of
won
notoriety in the
one
playoffs.
game. He won one game, bro.
Wow.
73-9. They only lost 9 games. That was number 10. Hey, what are you talking about? Out of 90 games, he lost. What?
I don't know. Like other than again, I don't. Yeah, he won one game. Am I supposed to be impressed by? I don't give a shit who the team was.
Are you
That's not
serious?
going to impress me like
You
whatsoever.
gotta be fucking kidding me. It's all good. It's
That's
totally,
not. It's not.
it's
Like
totally
when
fine.
we're the shit that impresses me is like you said you were taking, a young 23-year-old, 22-year-old LeBron James taking a literal team of nobodies when Westbrook still had Adams and Ibaka at least
Neither one
on
of them
that
was all.
team.
Neither one of them was an all-star. They both were role players. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but they were good role players.
Say what?
Yeah, making the all stars that shit's a popularity contest. That doesn't fucking mean much to me, to be completely honest. Being an all star and stuff, and especially when it's a fan vote, motherfuckers who don't deserve to be in there make that shit all the time. So that
Said he deserved it. And
who Adams,
you
Adams or Ibaka? I'm not saying they deserved it, but I'm not going to use they didn't make the all stars as a benchmark
all-star.
for
No,
how
I
good I think
said
the team.
that him
Adam
beating
was solid. Ibaka was solid at that time.
no,
You
Baca
had
was
three
burnt.
guys on that team.
Baca was burnt.
You
That's why he got sent to fucking Toronto.
and
That's
then
why he
he
got
was balling
sent.
out in
Pretty
Toronto.
sure it was after that season because he played with Kawhi when they won that ring.
And
They sent
was Ibaka not doing good in Toronto?
bro again being a body and Kawhi doing everything. Like everybody know that watch that
We
fucking
act
season,
like
that
Kawhi
Kawhi did
was
every fucking.
the only one doing anything on that team.
Hey, look, hey, man. So
Fucking
I
what's
got a
his
question.
name?
I got a question. What did
That was
Kawhi do to
wasn't that
deserve
when
the
Kyle
MVP
Lowry
when
had
he
his
was
best
playing with
year?
the Spurs? Because
Didn't
he was
Kyle Lowry have his
goddamn.
best year that year?
I'm trying to figure out what Kawhi did to deserve the MVP when he played with the Spurs because he didn't do shit in comparison to Toronto. He did everything in Toronto. Everybody in the NBA said Kawhi single-handedly won that motherfucker. It was nobody else up there to be like, oh yeah, that motherfucker did something too. No. Everybody else was young. Everybody else was fucking impressionable. And you had Kyle Lowry, old fat ass. That was it, bro. As a matter of fact, Kyle Lowry was gone, if I'm not mistaken. He was in Miami already. Like, come on, dog.
And on top of that, they were playing against an
They played
injured
the
Warriors
Warriors.
team in the finals.
They played the Warriors that had Kevin Durant, but he was hurt. They still played the Warriors.
Yeah.
Like, again, I'm gonna give Russell credit for beating a 79-3 team, a 73-9 team, one game in the playoffs. You got to commend that. You ain't had no other superstar. It was just you, just you. Like, I gotta give him credit for that. Like I ain't
And
gonna
then it
like
was
he's the
after that
best.
game he got a little too big for his britches and then got
How?
fucking.
No, he ended up getting Paul George the next season, and they ain't do shit. They got
I was about to say Van Fleet and Siakam, weren't they fucking on fire that game or that series too against the Warriors?
who was that?
Siakam and Van Fleet.
Van Fleet probably, but again, like I said, that was Van Fleet did well. Siakam, like I said, he was young, so it wasn't like he was killing like that. He was doing well, but he wasn't killing like that.
No, in that fucking final series, he was. Maybe not during the regular season, but during that fucking series, he was.
Definitely wasn't. I'm telling you, because look how they revered him after that. If he was doing some of value, he would have value. He didn't get value.
Siakam did have value coming out of that finals.
He didn't get value like how you think he's supposed to get value to 2 years after Kawhi was gone already. He was in the Clippers already for 2 years before Pascal even had that kind of cast day. They didn't give it to him immediately after. They said he was still young, which he was. He
Essentially,
played
two
well.
years after that, I mean, he's
He was
still a
there.
young cat.
Played
Yeah,
well.
he's.
He played well. He didn't play well enough to be like, oh, he fucking was out there with Kawhi. No, Kawhi did that shit. Again,
I mean, Kawhi. I mean, Kawhi's always been a fucking like. Let's be real. Kawhi Leonard has been a dynasty killer his entire career.
I'm not
He's been a killer his entire career.
That's Spurs fandom coming in right there because I don't agree with that at all. The man
Oh
hurt.
no.
If
If you can ask. I know you're a Miami Heat fan and stuff like that, but had it not been for Kawhi Leonard on that Spurs team, Miami Heat would have had another finals. Kawhi Leonard was the reason why the Spurs won that fucking series and won that championship. And
Oh,
you can tell, and you know it's true, because every time Kawhi Leonard came into the goddamn game, LeBron James was out there throwing a fucking fit, going, God damn it, he's back out here again.
I ain't
There is
saying that.
film
I
about
would
that
say
shit. There's literal film on that shit. Without Kawhi Leonard, the Spurs don't win that series.
yeah.
Period. That,
Yeah.
like that.
Kawhi
That's
Leonard
a
came out there
fact.
and played the defensive. He was aggressive. He aggravated LeBron. I agree with that.
He was a
But I
defensive
will say this,
friggin' destroyer.
role. He was on a very fundamental team with legendary players, legendary status, immense amount
Siak.
of game, immense amount of knowledge. Had
Okay,
so
look
much
at this.
when
Look at
you're
this.
slowing the
Pascal,
game down to
hold on,
your pace.
hold on. Siakam didn't do good in the finals against the Warriors.
I said he
19.8
played well,
points.
but he was still young. He didn't get any cash until
Yeah, I mean, he didn't get until again it wasn't immediate the next fucking year, but 2 years after they already knew Pascal Siakam was going to be something, good when he got into the league. He just got there early, like he's still a little young. He's still, but that that series against the Warriors really kind of set the foundation of how he was going to be, and then again 2 years later
no,
being as sought after as he was.
nobody
Like
was shit about.
we're not going to sit here and act like the Toronto Raptors that year weren't like one of those teams that it was a fluke that they made it. It was a fluke. It's like no, it wasn't just Kawhi on that team. They had a good, solid team at that point. You don't make it to the finals if you don't have a good, solid team.
Well, you can make it to the finals by every point guard being hurt on your path. That's how the Warriors made it their first year. So I hear what you're saying, but at the same time, like Michael Conley losing his left eye and fucking everything after that, like I could continue going on and on that first year. That first year when Michael Conley still was in Memphis, I can literally go on and on. That whole first year that the Warriors went to the finals, every single point guard got hurt. You can go back and look at that shit. That's on stats too. So you can make it. You could definitely make it because you get
So you're telling me, that had the point guards or who or really any had they not gotten hurt, then the Warriors wouldn't have made it.
the Warriors wouldn't have won the ring.
Oh,
Like this.
okay, you stop it.
Memphis would have
You
beat them.
stop it, Kay.
I'm not
Come
playing. Michael
on.
Conley was Michael Conley hooping right now.
That's cute.
Michael Conley is starting point guard for the fucking Minnesota Timberwolves. I just want to let you know that Michael Conley been hooping his whole fucking career.
I understand that.
No,
But
you
Michael
don't.
Conley is not going to do it all by himself against an all-around good
The
Warriors team.
man
Come
broke his
on.
left orbital socket, Josh. What do you want me to do?
Okay.
Bro,
Regardless of how he got hurt, it doesn't matter whether he got hurt or not. It doesn't matter whether he got hurt or not, Kay. It doesn't.
It does.
Even if Conley would have played, whether he lost his fucking eye or not, had Conley would have played, he would not have beaten that fucking Warriors team.
Fucking dog, I'm telling you, the boys would have lost.
There's that. Okay, regardless whether his orbital bone is off or not, Kay, had he played
Better.
and not gotten hurt, and had he played, they still would not have beaten that team.
You're
Period.
smoking
You are
guns.
not good. There's no way you can convince me that Michael Conley
Oh, see how not?
himself could have beaten that Warriors
What are
team.
you talking about? That's the orchestrator of the offense.
And
You got to understand how Memphis plays. Every team philosophy is different. Everything
hey,
is ran through different people.
again, there's no way you're going to
Understand,
convince me
Memphis
that
at
that
that
Memphis
year,
team,
twenty
that
fucking
Memphis
14,
team with
them
Michael
motherfuckers would
Conley
have beat the
with
Warriors
Conley
for
being the
sure.
best player on that team, there's no way you're going to convince me that they were going to beat an all-around better team in the Warriors that year. There's no way, Kay. That's
Hey, look,
absolute
I don't know what
ridiculousness.
basketball you was watching, but you should have watched Memphis that year because them boys was
No,
hooping.
Memphis
Huh?
was good. Of course they
No,
were
no, no, no,
good, but
no.
they
That's
were
what I said.
not
You
good.
don't
They weren't
understand, bro.
that good.
They were that good. They
No,
were that
not
good.
not beating
Okay,
again. You're a team
okay,
that your best
okay.
player is
I've
Michael
been
Conley.
saying this
Yes,
for
he was
almost a
good. He was
decade.
balling.
I'm
He's
telling you,
no,
the Warriors would
no.
have never won. They would have never won
The
at
the
all, bro.
the
Just
fact
think
that
about
you
it.
were
What they
literally
won two
saying
rings
that
before KD got there. They won two
Michael
rings before
Conley
KD got there.
himself
Or what?
would have
One?
been the
Or
difference
one or
in
two?
the Warriors winning a finals or not is fucking wild.
Man,
That is crazy.
not. It's not. That's why I said I don't know.
Absolute
You motherfuckers
craziness.
and go holler at them and go recollect. Y'all better go remember.
Oh,
Because
I
you
remember.
doing
Again,
revisionist
they were
history.
good, but they
No, no,
weren't
no.
that
You're
good,
doing
Kay.
revisionist history
No
of what the
way.
Warriors are.
No
Oh,
way.
they won all those rings in that
You
time period.
really
No, 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 no,
think
no, no. The
anybody
Warriors
was
weren't
scared of
that
just
good
Michael
yet.
Conley?
Yes.
Ah,
Like, I don't get why you're not
no,
understanding this. Like,
no.
yes,
I don't get how
yes.
you're not understanding that that Memphis team
Oh,
was gonna beat the all-around better team. No way.
you keep saying all around better team, and I'm saying how. I'm saying Memphis was better than them.
They were not.
They
There's
were.
Kay.
Steph didn't even know how to win yet. Clay was still a fucking Similac on
They
the
didn't
breath.
know how to win yet they
Draymond was
won
the
the
only one
finals.
that kind of knew how to win because he went to fucking Michigan State. Nobody else on that team really knew how to win on the Warriors that year. They would have fucked around and lost. They had just left with Mark Jackson. They got Steve Kerr the first year. They would have fucking lost, dog. I'm telling you. They would have lost to Memphis for sure if Michael
No.
doesn't break his left orbital socket, bro. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you, bro. It's not
We
like Memphis even got swept like that. If I'm not mistaken, they lost like what 4-2, 4-3, some shit like that.
I thought it
I
was a
don't know,
gentleman's
bro.
sweep.
Like Memphis, bro. Memphis was that deal, bro. They was that deal. For,
Yeah, but yeah, they were that deal, but nobody was thinking of Memphis, even with Conley, that making it to the finals.
and nobody,
Nobody.
the Warriors was gonna make it. That's what I'm saying. Like nobody was like, oh, the Warriors.
The
Nobody.
Warriors were favored out of the West.
Oh my god. Okay. All right.
What are we talking about here?
All right.
When they first got Kerr, I remember the conversation. Oh shit, they're about to go over now. They were already getting really good with Mark Jackson, pretty much building that team for Kerr to step in and take him to the next level. As soon as Kerr came in, they
They
were
were the sixth seed and
automatically
they lost
favorites
in
to
the
come out
first
of the
round. If I'm
West.
not mistaken. They were the sixth seed and they lost in the first round.
What? And when Kerr got there?
No, when Mark Jackson was last year as the coach, they were the sixth seed and they lost in the first round.
Right.
That was their year before Kerr got there.
And then Kerr got there, and then they all of a sudden became favorites to come out of the West.
Only reason why they said is he played with Mike. He played for fucking Greg Popovich. They went off of the same thing with these players when they play with coaches. That was it. It wasn't a conversation like Steve Kerr. Like, no, they was like, let's see what he does because he got all this fucking history. They should be good. It was the same talk up they do for all of those new coaches. That's it. The Warriors weren't that team like that. They expected them to be decent. Like they should be better.
No, the Warriors
Who's
were
the Warriors
that
person? Like, no.
okay, that was literally the conversation going on. They were literally going, "Oh, we don't. This is a really good team. We don't know if Mark Jackson can Mark Jackson take him over. Can he be that?" As soon as they got Steve Kerr as their head coach, everybody was talking about Warriors are favorites now. Warriors are favorites now.
Yeah.
Everybody was talking. Every fucking talking head from sea to shining sea was talking about the Warriors got that much better as Steve Kerr as a head coach because of his tutelage under Popovich, whatever, and all that other kind of the coaching experience, the player experience, being in the finals with MJ and all that other kind of stuff. He's got all of that. See, come on. Warriors went 67-15 the first year under Kerr. The Grizzlies were 55-27. 4-2 in the come on. There's no fucking way you're going to convince me
4-2.
that the
The
Memphis
starting point
Grizzlies
guard
had
got a
any fucking
fucking
chance of beating
broken
the
left
Warriors that
orbital
year.
socket, and they won 2 games.
With or without him does not matter. They weren't winning that fucking series.
Oh
Period.
my God.
Period.
The
It
man
doesn't
has a
matter if Conley played or not.
both orbital sockets.
I don't
And
care.
they won
I
2
don't
games.
care. I don't care. You're not.
Okay,
You're
because
missing
I
the point.
understand you
The
don't have
point.
to
The
care,
point
because
of the
again,
matter is, it
the
doesn't
problem
matter if
is
Conley would have played or
the
not.
thing I be having.
Fuck the
This the
orbital
problem
bone.
I'm
Doesn't
having.
matter about the orbital bone.
You
Who cares?
just sat
No.
right
Who
here,
cares?
looked
I
at
don't
stats
care.
and be
I
like,
don't care
oh,
about the
they
orbital
beat.
bone.
I'm like, come on,
Okay.
dog. You don't even
The
remember that
fact of the
season.
matter is this: whether he
We
got
having a
hurt or not.
conversation.
Okay, he
You
got hurt.
You talking
Okay,
about the
that's the
fact.
reason why
Like,
Memphis
come on,
lost.
dog. All you
Whether
doing is looking at
Conley was healthy or
literally
not.
telling you what happened. You don't even know Michael Conley was hurt. You don't
K,
know, you don't even
K,
understand the
K,
greatness of
K,
Michael
K,
Conley.
K.
Like, you
You
are
can
really
say Michael
tripping right now.
Conley was hurt until you're blue in the fucking face. It doesn't fucking matter.
I hear
It
you.
doesn't
Again, you can say
matter.
whatever you want
Because
to
whether
try to talk all
this
over
is
me
why
all
it
the
doesn't
time.
matter. No, 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 no,
You
no.
have
This is what,
no
okay.
remembrance of
No,
this
no, no.
year.
This is
You're
why it
looking
doesn't
at
matter.
numbers and trying to have an
This is why
argument.
it doesn't matter. The
Like, you
reason
right,
why it
it don't
doesn't
matter.
matter
Like,
is
again, it
because
don't matter
had he
because we're
stayed
gonna
healthy,
talk over each other until we talk over each other, right? Because that's what we're planning to do. That's the goal. Is
hey,
that
you're repeating yourself, and I'm
I'm
trying to
not.
tell you it doesn't matter
You
whether
keep
he
fucking
broke his
saying
orbital bones or not.
like, bro,
If Conley would have played, they still would have lost.
you are repeating yourself. You do understand that. You've said that 7 times. You keep saying that bullshit, but then I just said to you, you
You're
don't
the only
remember the
one on the
season.
planet who believes
You
that Michael
don't
Conley would have
remember
beat
the
them.
season.
You are
You're
the only
looking at
one on the
numbers.
planet who believes that,
You're
Kay.
looking at numbers, and you're having an argument. I
And look at
remember
here.
this
Look at it.
goddamn
He
season.
played in 5 of the 6 games. The fuck? Get out of here. Get out of
Because
here.
he
Get
played
out of
don't
here.
mean his
Get the
eye
fuck
wasn't
out of
fucked
here.
up.
Get out of here with
What are
that
you
mess.
talking
He
about?
played 5 out of the 6 games. There's no way they would have won even
Was
with
he
him,
hurt or
Kay.
not, Josh?
There is no
Was
way
he
they
hurt?
even no. No. They
Wasn't
were
hurt. He
already
wasn't hurt
down.
because it's a sport like football where you got a helmet on,
No.
and that's a good chance they're going to use their
No.
head, huh?
He
No, it's
played
not.
5 out
It's
of the 6
basketball.
games,
You
and
put a
we're gonna
fucking
act
mask
like
on.
one game would have made
Hey,
that difference.
say what you
You're
want. Okay,
tripping.
hey, believe what you
You're
want because
tripping,
again,
Kay.
just like I said, I'm having an argument with a stat book. I'm not having an argument with a person. You're literally looking at stats and trying to have an argument. That's it. He
You're
played
trying to
5
make it
out of 6
seem
games.
like
What the fuck does that mean?
he literally missed
Who
one
was his
game. He
backup?
literally missed
Who was
one
his
game. In
backup?
those
Okay,
5
you're looking
games,
at
he could have made
go
a
back to the
difference.
stat book. Go back to the stat and go tell me who was Michael Conley's backup. And after you do that, tell me is
I
that
don't give a
person
shit who
more
Michael Conley's
vital?
backup
I
is.
understand that.
5 out of the
Here's the
6 games
problem.
he played, and in those
Here's the
5 games, he
problem.
didn't make enough of a difference for them to be even fucking close.
All right, he didn't make enough of a difference with his fucked up eye. He had one eye. My God, I want this guy to come
He
out here
still
and be a
played. He
hunter
still played.
with one
He
eye.
still played.
No,
I don't care.
I
No, fuck
watched
that.
that
If you
series.
still
I
played, fuck that.
watched
Your
that
excuse is
series, and I
gone.
was like, if this
No, no, no,
man
no,
was
no. If
fucking
you still
healthy,
play,
he would be
no,
fucking
no,
eating him
no.
up
If you
because he
still
was
play,
eating
your
him up
excuse
with
is
one
gone.
eye. He was
Your
cooking
excuse is
Steph
gone.
ass
You
with
played.
one
He
eye.
played.
He
He
had
played.
one
He
goddamn eye.
played.
He was cooking
He
Steph.
played. He
It was
played. Your
all
excuse
kind
is
of shit
gone.
where they
No,
start
he
doing this.
played.
They
Your
start
excuse is
sending this.
gone.
Like, bro,
The excuse is gone, Kay. He played.
it's not a problem because that's what it's supposed to be because he's on the court. But the thing is, the reality is, that man was hurt. It's the same excuse you give for other motherfuckers they hurt.
Oh, I've never
No.
given that excuse, Kay. That's a bullshit lie, and you know that.
Okay,
I have
yeah.
never get. If you play hurt, your excuse is fucking gone.
Right.
If
And
you're hurt, you're a
who was his
detriment
backup?
to your
Give him a
fucking
better
team.
chance.
That's your own ego
Better chance for
getting in
Michael
the way
Conley
of
in
the
that.
whole thing. Oh,
Okay,
you
the
know
man
what?
I was
I'm
both.
hurt,
The
but
man
I'm
was
still
healthy.
gonna
He was the
play.
one.
Then you're a
I even
detriment to
said
your
this
own team.
myself
I'm not
before
gonna
you even
use
pulled
you
out the
being
sample.
hurt as a fucking
This is what
excuse.
I'm saying to you. I'm having the argument of me watching the shit. I literally told you before you even pulled out the stat book that they won 2 games. I said that shit. I said that everything that you read out, I literally said. I just want to let you know that. So you pull out the stat book and you feel like you got a charged up argument. You don't. I've literally been saying this the whole time. The Warriors had to face everybody hurt all the way up until even when they got to the finals, Kyrie Irving broke his kneecap and Kevin Love got his fucking arm pulled out by Kelly Olynyk the series before. So I hear what you're saying, but reality and stats show that everybody that the fucking Warriors played all the way up until they won their first ring was fucking hurt. So congratulations, Warriors, because the very next year LeBron beat you.
Y'all went 73-9. LeBron beat you with Kyrie and Kevin Love healthy. They beat y'all ass, and then after that, y'all went and got KD. Shows what the fuck it really is. This pretty much what I've been saying the whole time. If the Warriors that deal, why in the fuck 1 year? Why you ain't go back with your full strength team? Y'all that goddamn good. Y'all beat everybody. Y'all beat 73 teams. Why the fuck y'all ain't run back? Y'all went and got KD. No, I'm not trying to fucking let it slide. Yes, I fully fucking goddamn will stand on this bitch till the motherfucking earth blow up. Michael,
You will be the only one there.
with both eyes. The Warriors would have never won that first ring. I don't give a fuck who say that shit. And you can sit here and tell that shit whatever the fuck.
You can, and then you can die on that hill on your
I
own, bro.
watched
We can
that
agree to
goddamn
disagree
series.
on that
I
one.
watched that shit.
We
I
can
watched
agree to
my
disagree. We all watched it. You're the only one that has that point of view on it.
because everybody gonna talk about the Warriors' fucking history based off of them talking now. And let anybody would have talked about that shit when LeBron beat them. They would have been saying with you. The year LeBron beat them again, it's based off of time. It's based off of time. If when LeBron beat them, people wouldn't have said that shit that you saying. They would have been saying it with me.
What team has won a championship?
Won with KD twice, and then Steph came back and won with Jordan Poole and them. They gonna say, oh, no. Yeah, people gonna say what you saying. But like I said, reality check, stats. Go look at it. You going at the stats and the numbers. Go look at injury history, injury reports.
Injury history, injury luck, whatever. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Who's holding the trophy at the end of the fucking year?
I hear you, but
then it doesn't matter. Like
no,
you see it right there. What team hasn't won a championship without a little bit of luck on their side?
Fuck all that. There ain't no luck. there ain't no full blown luck. You didn't even get tested. That's what I'm saying. Like they didn't get tested. They didn't. To be real with you, the Warriors didn't get tested until 2016 when LeBron beat their ass. When they
No,
got tested, they went and got
Kyrie. You can thank Kyrie for that
look,
championship.
what?
You can't thank LeBron for that one. You can thank
I
Kyrie
feel
for
you.
that one for real.
I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. But just like I said, who was gonna stop them? Who was gonna stop the Warriors? Either that year when they had KD, who was gonna stop them? Damian.
What the year they won 73?
AD, who was gonna stop the fucking Warriors? They were gonna go right back to the finals, so it didn't matter. They didn't get tested, just like I said. They didn't get tested the year they went 73-9. Who was in the West that was gonna stop them?
Nobody.
Who? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like nobody was gonna stop them. That's pretty much all it was.
So why is that the Warriors' fault?
They the shit out of everybody because LeBron had the fear of the league. Everybody was scared of LeBron, bro. Everybody was scared of LeBron to an
Nobody
extent.
was scared of LeBron. You
Full
can
blown fear,
ask
like
any
oh
player
my
now.
god.
Ain't nobody been scared of LeBron ever. Not
Again,
one person's ever been scared
the
to play
Warriors got
LeBron.
credit. Look how much credit the Warriors fucking got after they won their first ring, even though everybody was fucking hurt on the win. You literally just saying, oh, they was like, no, they fucking wasn't. No, they wasn't. The Warriors won that. They literally fucking skated by a whole
67 wins on the
even with
fucking year, and they weren't that.
hurt. They won fucking 2 games. That's what I'm saying. If the Warriors that deal, they that nice. Why they ain't sweep them? Why wasn't it a gentleman sweep like they did Russell? Like I'm trying to tell you. They did
Oh,
Russell.
one extra game.
That's a team. That's a team with nobody. I'm using your words against you. You're saying
And
Russell
you're
Westbrook had a
failing
team with nobody.
miserably.
No, I'm not.
Miserably.
I'm saying what you're saying. You're saying that Russell had nobody. Not then you came back and said he had a good role players. I'm like, come on, bro. Them ain't superstars.
Okay,
Them
what are we
ain't
talking? We're talking about the Warriors now.
Who?
That year, they had won 67 games, okay? They weren't it.
Back then, you understand 10 years ago, 67 games is a big feat. You do understand that, right? Like 60
Okay,
games.
it was a big feat. So again, they weren't it.
When? Say what?
They winning 67 games, that's a big feat. They weren't it. They weren't that team. They weren't that good. Winning 67 games of the fucking regular season.
Okay.
All homegrown talent.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
That, but it wasn't. Leandro Barbosa wasn't drafted
Stop
there.
it.
Roger Bell
Stop
wasn't
it.
drafted there.
Stop
A
it.
lot of them
Who did they
motherfuckers
bring
weren't
in? Who
drafted
did they
there.
bring in
Andrew
that first
Bogut was not
championship?
drafted there.
Who did they bring in that
Andre
first
Iguodala was not
championship?
drafted there. Please.
Who wasn't drafted
You
there?
just named off 5 people that wasn't drafted. That was the key reasons why y'all won y'all
Who
ring.
wasn't drafted there?
I just named off 5 right now. Like
I
now.
didn't. Who?
I just named off 5.
Who?
Hey, look, Mr. Owl, you can keep going until the sun comes up. If you miss it, you
If
miss
you said the names if you said Steph, if you said Clay, if you said Draymond,
it.
if you said any of those three in
Oh,
that five,
what?
you're
What
fucking wrong.
name? The top guys that we know drafted there. You said all. All means all 15, guys. 15, not three. You're not gonna tell me
So
about
out of
5% of the
the
goddamn
big
team and then
three
sit
that
here and
they
try to make
had
it
that
seem
were
like, oh no, the
homegrown
rest of the
talent.
team. The reason why the Warriors was strength in numbers. That was their fucking shit, man. They were talking about how deep they were. We're a team. Like, no, that means everybody, not just the three of these motherfuckers. That means everybody. Like, come on. Like, y'all keep, like, motherfuckers keep saying, they're
Who
going
in that starting
like, they're
five did they
one.
pick up in free
Y'all, three
agency?
big motherfuckers, y'all drafted them. You did. You definitely did. You drafted Clay first. You drafted Steph first, then you drafted Clay, and you drafted Draymond the same year. Hey,
There's your starting three,
congratulations.
okay?
I got that. And well, the rest of the team, Andre Iguodala, the guy that fucking keeps the whole engine going, he was drafted to
Iguodala had been there
Philadelphia.
before they had gotten
What
there,
about
so
Andrew
that's
Bogut? It was the main reason why y'all won y'all first ring.
Andrew Bogut was hurt the whole fucking
Milwaukee.
time.
What about Leandro Barbosa? He was the main reason the second team was able to do shit. He was drafted by Phoenix.
Barbosa?
Do you not remember the first ring? Do you not remember the first ring?
Holy
This is
crap,
what
you
I'm
actually
saying to you.
mentioned Barbosa like that was the
Call
oh
a
my
Warriors
god.
fan and get them on the call.
Holy
For
shit.
whatever reason, you're still in between
The
your
fact
Spurs
that
and
you
Kings thing
think
because you don't know. You
Barbosa
don't know what's
was
going
a main reason for the run that they
on.
had that first championship
Oh my God.
is
Hey,
fucking
boy, you trying
wild.
your absolute best to be a media pundit, boy,
That
because
is
you're literally
fucking
trying to turn
wild.
my words and twist them up. We're on this show together. You know that, right?
You
You twist
shouldn't
my
even have brought
words
up
on me.
Barbosa first of all.
I
But
said
that
the
there was
fucking
but
strength
why
in numbers
Barbosa's a
was the
bench
reason.
player.
That
What the
was
fuck are
their
we
shit.
talking
I
about?
don't know when you stopped listening, but you clearly stopped listening. You clearly stopped listening. You were waiting on something to try to jump on. You heard Leandro Barbosa forgetting who the fuck he was, and you're saying, "Oh
Hey,
my,
nobody
the
forgot.
same reason."
Nobody
That's
forgot. He
what
wasn't
the
even
fuck I
he
said.
wasn't even a starting five guy. Why
He
are
was
we
the
even
sixth
talking
man.
about
He
him?
ran the second unit, just like I just said. I just said that right now. Just said that. When I was going on my fucking spiel, I said that. But you wasn't listening. You was waiting on something to jump on. You're not even listening. It's kind of clear now. You're not even listening because you don't remember this season and you're trying to fucking loudly scream out stats. I remember this season, guys. Like basketball means something to me for real. Like I watched that season, guys. I'm trying to tell you. Leandro Barbosa was a contributor of that first ring because he ran the second unit. He definitely did. He comes right on as the Brazilian blur still, and he was running over the court, getting turnovers. He was fucking running that unit. He was fast break points at his fucking highest clip. You are tripping if you don't fucking remember Leandro Barbosa killing on
Oh,
the
I
Warriors.
remember, just
Yeah.
not the way you do.
Again, like I said, go call a Warriors fan and see if I'm making this shit up. Go call him. I had to watch all
Let me
these
look
these
at
last these
let me
first
look at
3 years with
Barbosa's.
Warriors fans.
Let me look at
And literally give
Barbosa's.
credit. Call them. Go ahead. Get them on. Because they're gonna tell you what I'm telling you. That's all they're gonna do. And I'm trying to they were strength
For
in
the
numbers.
was it for the what season was it? 2015 or 14-15 season?
Well,
Let's
we
see.
were talking about 73-9, which was the 16th season. That's when
I
Russell
was
won
talking about the first ring.
them. The first year was 2015 season, which was right before that. It was the year before that. The Warriors went to the finals 5 years straight.
Warriors are defeated in 2014. On December 3rd, he scored a season high 17 points. Okay, cute. That's cool. Barbosa won his first NBA championship with the. I want to see what his stats were.
You know what I'm saying? You're trying to tell me a stat book shit, and you're still not understanding, bro.
You act like stats don't matter. That's the
Acting
weird
like
part about this whole thing.
always matter. Like you keep forgetting that you were a player at one point. You can't allocate everything based off a stat book,
I'm not
especially
saying
in football.
stats. I'm not saying stats
Especially
are
in
the end all
basketball.
be all, but they
Especially in
fucking
baseball.
matter.
You
Look at
again,
it.
that's all you're doing.
You go ahead and read that off, and you tell me all
I
the
even
homegrown
said
talent that was
call
on
a
that
fan
fucking
of
team.
the team.
Read
I
that off, and you show me all
know
the
what I
homegrown
feel
talent that was
about
on
this.
that team.
I say call a fan of a team, call a fan of the team, and see if I'm wrong. See if I'm wrong. Somebody on the show, have them come on.
Barbosa average that 2014 2015 season averaged 7.1 1.4 rebound. He didn't even average. He averaged only 15 minutes a game. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
he really did a
yeah,
whole hell of a lot. That's
man.
really.
Oh my God, it does. It does a hell of a lot when you're strength in numbers. Remember that was
And then let me look.
you
Oh,
can
here's his
go to
finals.
the
Here's
stat book
here's
and
his
make it
final
seem like
stats.
everybody
You
that
ready
I'm
for this?
calling is supposed to have
Here's the
from this.
final stats. Ready
Wow.
for this? Here, out of all the games, let's see,
What
one, two,
basketball
three,
teams
four.
like the
Out
Spurs
of the
don't even
six,
score that much, and that's your favorite team. Like I'm trying to figure out at what point in time are you processing these people supposed to have a tremendous amount of points.
no, we're not. I'm not talking about just points, Cam. I'm talking about the whole stat line. You're saying he
God,
ran that second unit. Okay, let's see how much he ran that
yeah,
second unit. Okay, first game that he played against we're talking. These are the final stats. He only had 9 minutes, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and in that 2 turnovers. Second game, he only played 6 minutes, 5 points, 1 rebound. Nothing else after that. Let's see. He played 11 minutes in the third game, 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 steal, 1 block. That's it. Let's see.
yep.
Next game, only
I mean,
7 minutes, 2 points, 1 assist. Oh, the highest amount of minutes that he had, 17 minutes. He had 13 points. Ooh,
right,
nice. 13 points,
right,
2 rebounds,
mhm,
2 turnovers.
right.
Okay. And then in the last game, he had 15 minutes where he had 5 points, 3. So you tell me out of, I don't know, how the fuck you can facilitate anything with that amount of minutes, with that amount of production. Please explain.
And when did I say he was a facilitator? I say he's
Yeah, I said you said he ran the second unit, and I
running
just
the
read you
second
off the
unit. Don't
stats.
mean you're
You
passing the
explained to
ball
me how
every
he
5
ran the
seconds.
second unit.
Like holy
Explain to
fuck!
me how he ran
Hey,
the second
look,
unit
hey,
with
look,
that
hey,
amount of
look, hey,
production.
look. Listen. You don't want to hear the explanation at this point.
No, I do. No,
Don't,
I'm
you
listening.
don't,
I'm
because
listening.
here's the thing. I've been explaining shit to you, and it's going over your head. You went right back to a stat book, and you're telling, oh, he got that. Okay, what does that mean? He came on and got people breaks. He came on and he played fucking defense. He came on and he did his shit. He had fast break points, just like I said. Never once said that this 30 points. He had 20 points. I'm like, no. Leandro Barbosa was a key contributor to that team. He came on and was the Brazilian blur. Fast break points. He was locking up motherfuckers. He was doing those things that they needed to get done, especially when LeBron is on the floor by his fucking self. That's it. He don't have Kyrie or Kevin Love. They both hurt. He didn't have neither one of them. Why Leandro Barbosa got to get 20?
Nobody said he had to get 20.
But you making it seem like he's supposed to.
No,
Like
no,
he's
I'm
supposed to
not
have a
saying
lot.
he has to get 20. I'm
He's
saying
supposed to have
when you're not
his stats
the
is supposed
highest
to be
amount of minutes
glaring.
that you
It's all
had was
no, dog.
17.
Again, strength in numbers. What does strength in numbers mean? That means everybody touches the ball. Everybody eats. So everybody ain't gonna have a tremendous amount of stats unless your name is Wardell on your government birth certificate. And in that year, probably Clay too. If your name's Clay or Clayton or whatever his fucking original name is. You get what I'm saying? Those are the only two people that was gonna have a tremendous amount of points on that Warriors team. That's it. They were strength in numbers. So tell me where everybody's just getting all these points. Who's getting all these points other than just them two? Because you trying to downgrade my argument, but then you keep forgetting that I've been saying strength in numbers the whole time. Anybody that's a Warriors fan know I'm not fucking lying about that. That's what they shit. That was they saying. That was their thing. I'm trying to tell you. Like I'm trying to tell you, dog.
Let's see here. I'm trying to look at team stats and everything on it and who.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Well, that's not what I want. Okay, let's see. I'm going down the list here. So Warriors, out of those 6 games, let's see.
It don't take long to look down and just see like
I just found it right now.
ain't a bunch. Everybody
Minutes played. Holy shit! You forgot Sean Livingston was on that team.
did not.
Sean Livingston was. I'll give you that one. Livingston was
Because you're
good.
looking at the
I'll
guy
give you that one.
and you're looking at point stuff. I keep trying to tell you.
I'm looking at minutes
These are
played and
60
stuff like that
point
here
guards. No
too.
fucking shit. Leandro Barbosa was the shooting guard. I've been trying to fucking I know. I'm trying
He
to
had
get
64 minutes played compared to Curry's 255, Iguodala's 222, Thompson's 227, Green 222, Harrison Barnes 198,
he played.
Livingston 120,
Like
Andrew Bogut with the 74.
I
There were way more people involved that were doing a whole hell of a lot better than fucking Leandro Barbosa.
yeah. So I say I'm trying to figure out have you actually hooped before now at this point because the shit you saying, like I said, you're looking at the numbers and you're just saying, oh, that's. I'm like, bro, I'm telling you what I remember seeing. Like I remember seeing these motherfuckers killing. It's like, yeah, Sean Livingston was fucking killing for sure. I'm trying to tell you that Leandro Barbosa was the main contributor too. I didn't even finish my list. I was naming.
I wouldn't even say main.
I
I would maybe say I
guess
would maybe say he was a little speck of dust on it. Like I wouldn't even say he was that much of a
again
contributor,
because you're
especially in that
looking at
finals.
stats and you want stats to be jumping off the page.
It's
You
not
want
even
everything
stat.
to be
Okay,
filled
I
up.
can go and remember. Like he was not even a highlight in that whole entire thing.
Just
You
again,
were not even
you telling
close.
yourself that because again, you're not a Warriors fan. And I watch this shit because I'm a fucking fan of
Yeah.
basketball. I'm a fan of basketball. I'm not a Warriors fan, I'm a fan of basketball. Simple and plain. So I was watching the game of basketball. I watched that shit, and I'm trying to tell you, them boys were strength in numbers. It
Yeah,
was
we
a
all know the strength in numbers was the motto
that's why
forever.
you
Like
have
we
it
know that.
imprinted in your brain that they're homegrown. They weren't. They weren't homegrown. That's
Oh, they
why
weren't.
they're saying
Okay,
that because
here,
that's the message they were
let
pumping.
me put the list back
Even
up so
then, if they were
you can see
pumping,
how much of a homegrown that was.
like fuck,
Out of that entire team, how many homegrown players you see there?
probably 7. If you looking at the stats,
Okay,
I'm not looking at the goddamn stats.
how many players
Like
are
if
on a
you
team?
going off the guys that don't fucking play like that, all right,
Doesn't
cool.
matter
Yeah,
how many players are on a team.
like how many guys are on a basketball team? I
Yeah.
should be asking you that based off of the lack of knowledge you've been speaking tonight.
No. I'm asking you, there's what, about 15 guys, right?
Holy shit.
About 15 guys on a team?
12 on the NBA team, but yeah.
12. Okay, so 12 on an NBA. I was over by 3. Ooh, big fucking whoop. 12
It's
guys on an
15, but it's
NBA
12 on
team.
the
And
NBA
out of those 12
team.
guys, 7 of them were homegrown.
It's also guys that's, two-way players, practice players, things like that. So they keep a few guys just in case of injuries and shit like that. So it's 15 total. That's
The
why
guys that weren't homegrown,
actually
there was only one guy, essentially, 2 guys actually. Andre Iguodala had been there forever by the time everybody else had shown up. But the other guy, the only guy really outside of that you can make any of an argument of, oh, he's not the homegrown talent and he was a really big contributor, was Sean Livingston. And that's it. That's the only guy that you can
you
talk
forgot
about,
the starting
somebody
big
who
man was
wasn't
Andrew Bogut.
homegrown, who came in and
Talking
was
like,
actually really good in production.
oh my God. Hey, all right. Now, again, can we move on? Because we not talking basketball. You talking some stat shit and you don't remember nothing. So you just looking at numbers and trying to tell me what happened. So, okay, I asked you to call a Warriors fan because it's their team. So they can tell you. So it ain't got to be me no more. So you ain't got to feel like you got to correct me. Just call a Warriors fan, have them come on, and they'll tell you. You can have Doug come on because I'm pretty sure you're a Warriors fan. Doug will fucking tell you. I don't even need that. He'll tell you the contributors of that damn team. I was trying to tell you, but you wasn't listening.
Dub, get on here, please. Get on here, please. And
I'm trying to tell you. You looking
oh
at
my God.
shit, and I've been saying this. These are the guys I've been saying. I was naming guys off. None of them guys are homegrown. The guys I named off. Sean Livingston got drafted to the fucking Clippers.
I know. I agreed with you on that.
Again, I Andrew Bogut as well. That was a starting
Andrew Bogut was hurt most of the year. He didn't contribute all that much most of the year.
right until the finals. And when he came back in the playoffs and he fucking was in the finals, and everybody was like, I'm so glad Andrew Bogut's back because he's fucking killing. Why is he killing? Because Kevin Love fucking hurt. Kevin Love fucking hurt. So he ain't got nobody to really go against. Like, yeah, he was a main contributor. Like, come on, man, we can't do this.
Andrew Bogut only had 10 more minutes than Barbosa did.
He did. He had 10 more minutes.
He had, hold on. How many points did he have?
Because everything is allocated off of stats. Presence don't mean shit. None of those things mean nothing. That's why I'm asking you. Like, at this point, I really don't know. Have you even play basketball.
Andrew Bogut was just a rebounding machine. That's what he was there for, just rebounding.
Confused. How the fuck do you get possessions without getting rebounds? Those are things you need. Those are things you need. That's an asset. That is a necessity to your team's success.
2.5 points.
2.5 points, but shit, you got them the ball. They got possessions. His presence stopped people from driving the lane like that. Motherfuckers like LeBron because he can't waste as much energy because he don't have the other two superstars with him. What are you talking about? He can't drive the lane the whole time. He got to be conservative. He got to be more of a guard for real. Like, are we talking basketball? Or are we talking stats? Like,
Bro, you act like stats don't matter.
you acting like that's the only thing that does.
Nobody said that, first of all. Nobody fucking said that.
Year, that specific year.
Nobody said stats are the end-all, be-all. I actually just said it's not the end-all, be-all.
The Warriors organization lets you know themselves that stats didn't matter by saying strength in numbers. This is a family unit. We're all doing it together. Let's pump this narrative that everybody's homegrown. When most
holy fuck, you're bringing up a random ass narrative that nobody said, Kay.
You're not fucking listening to the full encompass of the thing. You're taking one thing and saying that's the only thing I'm saying. You're not listening, bro. This is what I'm trying to get you to understand. It's a whole package. If you put this whole package together, it works. But if you only take one thing and thinking that's all it is, you got to think deeper than that. You got to have better vision. I'm trying to tell you. The Warriors literally convinced everybody that these motherfuckers was homegrown. These Warriors convinced everybody that it was a family thing by saying strength in numbers, family, we all we got type shit. That's all they kept pumping. That's all they pumped that whole goddamn shit, that whole fucking year. That's it. That's all they did. That's the continuously pump shit. That it was them against the world type shit. Like, which is perfectly fine for your fan base. It's perfectly fine for everything. But the reality is, you're not homegrown. Reality is, if motherfuckers weren't hurt, you would have won. You would have lost.
See, you tell me I'm picking and choosing like what you're saying, and then you go and say something like that.
Yeah, because
they weren't homegrown.
What happened the next year?
Okay.
What happened the very next season? So again, if that point is invalid, so what happened the very next season?
They went to the finals and lost.
You broke Michael Jordan's motherfucking record. And then you lose in the finals?
Yeah, that's what happened.
Motherfuckers you just beat.
Yeah. Yep. Recalling what everybody remembers, they lost. Yep.
Yeah, okay. What you mean everybody remembers? Steph didn't break his kneecap. Nobody pulled Draymond's shoulder out of the socket. Nobody. They all played. If you want to stay and talk about Draymond voluntarily kicking somebody in the nuts, that's his decision. He didn't have to do that shit. The NBA didn't allow, at that point, the NBA was around over 60 plus years. He was finding ways not to kick somebody in the dick, and he couldn't figure it out. I ain't trying to hear that shit. That's his fault. That's his fault. Because look at what the fuck he's been doing afterwards. I'm going to try that argument now. Look what the fuck he's been doing afterwards. This is voluntary
lately.
abuse.
At least the last 5 years.
But that's when it started. He was only kicking Steven Adams in the dick, bro. That whole season. Steven Adams and LeBron James. Those were the only two people he was kicking. The problem was people didn't like LeBron James after the Miami stint, and Steven Adams was a quiet ass Aussie. So nobody gave a shit. I'm dead ass serious, bro.
That's hella funny. He was only kicking Steven Adams in the really. If you look at the highlights, Steven Adams was like the only person he was kicking.
Steven Adams and LeBron James. I'm telling you, it's Steven Adams and LeBron James, bro. That was it.
LeBron James is that meme. Why does he keep kicking me in the dick?
Look, I'm trying to tell you. That is Draymond's fault. I can't get that's not.
No, that's Draymond's fault. No, for sure. Had he actually been in for that game 5, we might be talking about a different series. But I mean, it is what it is. It played out the way it played out.
Nah.
You know, you can make excuses up and down the line for the reasons why LeBron actually won a finals game or finals against the Warriors at that point. There were certain factors that had and who would have thought? Who would think? Had Draymond played that game 5? It would have been a gentleman's sweep.
No, the fuck it wouldn't have.
Oh, no?
No, it wouldn't have.
Oh, no? Okay.
It wouldn't have.
Well, I think it would have.
Keep
I think it
saying
made a
that
huge difference because
it
that game
wasn't
5
game
gave the
5, it was
Cavaliers
game
all the
6.
momentum that they
First
needed.
off, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was game 6 he got suspended.
It was 5. Game 5 he got suspended. That was the time I think did he kick LeBron in the nuts, or was it, or did he hit Kevin Love? Who did he hit in the nuts to where they suspended him 5 games? It wasn't
It was
LeBron.
LeBron. He kicked LeBron. It was he kicked LeBron in the dick.
Was it LeBron? Just because you're right.
It was LeBron. Yeah, I'm reading it right now. You're right. It was
Yeah, just because LeBron James cried to Adam Silver, that's why I got suspended in Game 5, and that's where Kyrie and LeBron both went off for 40
that's
in
what
Game
happened.
5. Yeah.
So the man gets kicked in his fucking manhood, and he go cry to the goddamn commissioner.
Let's be
So
real.
you
LeBron's
mean to
been
tell
crying his
me?
whole career. That's fine.
Let me get this straight. Let me get this fully fucking straight. We're playing basketball, and Robbie Gould runs in the fucking building and just start going to fucking town, and we're not supposed to say shit. Like, we're not supposed to say nothing. What the fuck is going on? We got a kicker in a basketball game. What the fuck is we
Starts
doing?
going to town.
Like, we not supposed to say shit. We supposed to let him kick him, and I kick him, and I did. Come on, Draymond, kick me in my dick next. No, get your dumb ass out of here.
Well, here's my question, and this is where I'm kind of like, that was when he got suspended. How many times had be, or that year when he got suspended for the Game 5? Oh,
You
yeah.
don't get
See,
suspended.
I was about to say he didn't kick him in the nuts. He like swiped at it. It was like, I remember it was like almost like a.
He has an infatuation with nuts.
Oh no, he does. That's for sure.
And again,
I agree with you on that.
if you're getting suspended for a game, that's not your first fucking occurrence that season. You've already been warned. You've already been fined. You've already been all the way up.
Was he though at that point? At that point,
yes.
was he though?
Yeah, bro. It's a montage of him kicking Steven Adams in the dick, bro.
I know there is.
Steven Adams
I know there is, but I'm trying to figure out if that montage, like if the dick kicking and everything started after that, or not started after that, but became like more of a thing after what happened in the finals.
That year, 2016 season is when it started. After he won his
the 2016,
after he won his
okay,
first ring,
so
he lost his fucking mind and just started kicking everybody in the dick. That's what happened.
What did you call him? The habitual dick kicker?
That's exactly what he is. Habitual dick kicker. I don't know what the fuck that motherfucker's problem is. Like, he like bro from Superbad. He's like, I couldn't stop it. I just drew dicks everywhere. Dicks on notepapers, dicks with fucking shit, vampire dicks, all kind of dicks. I'm like, Draymond, calm down. Calm down. I almost said some shit that could potentially get us fucked up.
Yeah, hold on, okay, hold on.
Yeah, I'm about to jump off that bitch. Fuck it. I don't give a goddamn. That's normally my motherfucking shit. I normally be jumping off the goddamn cliff with no parachute. I'll be giving.
So here's my question. Up until that point, when he got suspended for the game five. I don't remember at all during the regular season him getting suspended or anything over anything like that.
Yep.
I don't even remember Draymond being the technical guy that he became after.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Draymond got fined because he did a karate kick. He did a karate kick against Steven Adams when he was playing against the Thunder. I'm telling you, he jumped up and did a little three ninjas kick. I'm telling you, he kicked him straight in the nuts, talking about he was going up for the rebound. I remember that shit.
Oh no, we all saw that one. There was no reason why Draymond.
That was the same goddamn season. You saying you remember
that okay? No, that. But I was trying to figure out how many times did he do it up until that point where they finally said, you know what? Because me personally, I think suspending him for the finals game, that was a little over the top. I don't think they should have suspended him. Now, had up until that point, he had been getting technical after technical, getting warnings, getting fined, getting all that stuff. Up until that point, to where the league finally said, you know what, he's kicked enough dicks this year that we finally need to suspend him. And it just so happened to come at one of the most important games in the finals that year? That's a little odd. That's a little odd how he basically had no repercussions for doing that up until game 5. It doesn't make any sense. It almost seemed like they wanted to give LeBron a couple of games because, the NBA does that shit. Let's extend it to fucking 6, 7 games. Let's call it a certain way so that we can get there because we know we're going to make more money in a 6-game, 7-game series. NBA has been known to do that shit. This didn't look any different to me when that happened. I don't think the suspension was necessary at that point.
What?
And go ahead.
You serious right now? So you mean to tell me?
To
Hold
be
on.
honest, the suspension.
I'm
No.
a person.
Let me be real. Let me be real.
And struck and got the worst end of the deal. So I'm gonna respond after you tell me what you're saying from that perspective. I'm just letting you. Go ahead.
Should he gotten a fine? Sure. Should he gotten a technical, double technical, flagrant, whatever the hell it is you want to call it? Sure. But the suspension? I don't know about the suspension in game 5 of the fucking finals of all things. I don't that to me is I don't think that was and I don't think now look, hitting somebody in the nuts is pretty egregious, but I don't think it was that egregious, especially it is kind of.
It's not that egregious. You do all right. So let me go. Let me
go ahead.
All right. So I'm gonna speak from my perspective. Then I'm gonna ask you a question. So, all right. So my perspective. Did you see when that guy punched me in the face?
Yes.
Do you seriously believe I should have been suspended for the whole year?
That you? No.
Do you think I should have been suspended at all?
No.
How I react after that shit and everything.
No. We're talking about a personal standpoint. Like I understand with the league zero policy, all that shit. Yeah, I understand that, but
I'm saying, all right. So now I'm asking you that personally. Now I'm asking you this: if you was in that perspective, again, I didn't punch anyone. All I did was push people, right?
Mm-hmm.
From that perspective, as you being a guy that understands and you have to mediate this league, do you see after watching that shit and you're at the game and you see that, do you suspend me?
If I watched the film and I noticed that you didn't throw a single punch, you basically just put dude on his ass and he's the one who threw the first punch, he's the one who's getting suspended, you're not.
Okay, so here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Silver was at that game when Draymond kicked LeBron. I mean, he swiped at LeBron's nuts.
Okay.
So the reason why I asked you that second question is because you're watching this with your own eyes. You understand basketball, and he had no reason swiping at this man nuts at half fucking court.
Do you have the video of it?
I don't.
Can you?
But again,
can you pull that up?
Great fucking memory.
I would say, can you mind pulling that up, that video up, so we can kind of see, like, my phone. I remember it a certain way in my head, but I need to see it to kind of really make a good, reaction of it, like to see because in all honesty, if I'm Adam Silver, I need to be able to kind of see it again to understand and really make a clear indication of whether or not I would have suspended it. I need to see it. Like I said, I remember it a certain way in my head, and the way that I remember it, I personally would not have suspended him. So but that's what I'm saying. I need to see it again to kind of see whether or not.
I hear you. I'm on my phone just like you, so both don't have capabilities.
And I think I can actually do it on mine.
Secondly, Draymond was guarding LeBron at half court, and LeBron was dribbling the ball. Draymond tried to make it seem like he was swiping at the ball, but he didn't get nowhere near the fucking ball, and he hit LeBron in the nuts twice. First time, ref ain't say shit. Second time, ref called it. I'll break the play down for you. That's what happened.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I'm looking at it right now. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can bring it up from the production part. Share. Can I share the screen? Hold on. Let me see if I can bring this up. Okay, hold on. So, because from what I just saw, the look of it was, see, come on. Because LeBron stepped over him. And when he stepped over him, Draymond was coming up. And to be honest, if anybody's stepping over me, I'm the hell you are stepping over me, fucking dragging your nuts on the back of my head. Fuck that. So he went like that as LeBron was coming over him and just
I might
basically.
think a different year. I might be thinking about a different year with that play I just mentioned. Because I'm pretty sure that happened too. But I might be thinking about a different year over that shit. But the shit you talking about, I still don't agree with it, but I hear where you're coming from.
So like, yeah, that no, especially seeing how it played out, like, because what LeBron did was, okay, hang on, why isn't this playing? Fuck. So, I don't know if you can really see it. I'll try to. So this was the game 4. LeBron kind of smacked him down, stepped over him. Draymond came up and then did that little at the end. That, fuck no, I'm not suspending him. I'm not suspending him at all. The hell with that. There's no way. There is no way I am suspending LeBron, or not LeBron James, or I'm suspending Draymond Green for that. Because one, LeBron had already made the swipe to knock him on the floor in the first place. And then you're going to be disrespectful by stepping over him and expect not to get some sort of retaliation? Nah. Nope. I agree with Dub. LeBron went crying.
After Draymond called LeBron a bitch.
When Draymond called LeBron a bitch?
I'm saying is when LeBron did that, was that before or after Draymond called him a bitch?
Might have been after or before. I don't know. Probably before.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was after. LeBron's passive aggressive. He's never the aggressor though.
LeBron called
Draymond was calling everybody.
Oh no, it was in game 4. Oh no, it was. Hold on, it was after that whole thing. Give me.
Cool.
Hold on. Let me see. Let me see. So they're still fighting with each other. Now there's some pushing and shoving. Draymond's trying to walk away. LeBron's still trying to get in his face. Draymond turns around. He's at the 3-point line. LeBron's still trying to get in his face. And at that point, Draymond's just shaking his head. Yep. LeBron's still talking. Called him a bitch ass, you know what. And then Draymond called him a bitch. I'm looking at it right now. LeBron stepped over him, talking shit, running into him. Actually, as Draymond was trying to go for a rebound, LeBron had him from underneath and almost pulled him down. So Draymond had been trying to walk away at that point. And then LeBron called him a bitch ass. Yep. And then Draymond, I'm sorry, fuck that. I'm not suspending Draymond worth a damn. I'd give both of them maybe a technical foul and call it a fucking day. That's some soft ass shit. Suspending Draymond for game 5 for that bullshit. And LeBron incited most of it. Fuck that. No way. There's no way if I'm Adam Silver, He was protecting the star player for the league and trying to extend it to game 6, game 7 to get some more money in his pocket. Because there is nothing about this video that says, "Oh, you know what? Yeah, Draymond should have definitely been suspended for game 5." No, LeBron incited that whole fucking thing. Hell no. Hell no. Yeah, no. No, no, no. Yeah, that's not. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Not at all. I don't know if you're watching it or whatever right now, but there's no way. There's no way I'm looking at that and going, "Oh yeah, that definitely deserves a suspension." Like, no. Because again, LeBron incited that whole fucking thing. The swipe of the arm, the stepping over, and then after that, because Draymond retaliated, that's when LeBron wants to get mouthy. And then all Draymond said after that was called him a bitch, and LeBron was the only one who was coming out to him. Draymond just doing this, shaking his head, nothing yet. There's no way. I would no, I wouldn't have suspended Draymond for that. Not at all. That is now everything else after that, the kicks and everything, like the straight up, that kind of stuff, like that's a whole different story. But this incident in particular, there's no way in hell I'm suspending LeBron or Draymond Green. No way.
Hey, look,
Yeah, if I look at it from Adam Silver's standpoint,
I don't give a fuck how long I've been. You need to look at it from LeBron's standpoint. I don't give a fuck how long I've been in the league. Look, I feel like LeBron handled that situation probably the best he could. Because personally, I would have punched Draymond straight in his shit. I would have got suspended for the rest of the finals. I would have been whooping Draymond ass. You'd have hit me, kicked me in my dick. You hear me? I've been whooping.
here's what I'm trying. K. But if somebody's stepping over you like that,
Man,
you're not going to do something.
I'm
Whether it's lift your arm up to hit him in the nuts or get from under him and
I'm
push
not
it.
gonna hit him in the nuts. I'm gonna get up and get in his face. Like, you got me fucked up, probably push him or some shit. Like, I'm not gonna sit there. I'm not gonna stand on the ground, because one thing, I've been jumped before. You on the ground, you lost for sure. You lost for sure. Like, hey, look, you can get stomped on, all kind of shit. So my whole equilibrium is telling me to get the fuck up. Even in football, I don't even like fucking sacking much going on the ground. That's why my coaches was calling me Asamanora for the first fucking 4 years of me playing out there, like a few different coaches, because I ain't like hitting the ground. Like, so yeah, bro. Like, I feel where you coming from, but I'm like, nah.
Like looking at that though, you would have suspended him.
Yes. Why are you look as a man? Why are you even reaching for my shit? Why don't you get up? You had the same like getting up on your two motherfucking
I
feet.
think that was just a reaction from him, like a get off me type of reaction. He just happened to hit him in the nuts.
Hell, fuck no. My reaction would have been, I'm standing up, because I'm gonna stand up from here. Because the only thing you can do is grab at somebody's nuts at that point. From now, that's it. Grab at a nut, push his knee, do some old shit, grab his ankle. Nope, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna push your ass, because I'm either gonna slam you on your head, I'm gonna give you this motherfucking Bobinta combination, or some old shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna give you got more options on my feet than I do on the ground, is my point. So I'm not gonna stay on the floor. That's stupid as fuck. How I said, Draymond knew what he was doing. He was trying to be slick.
I don't know about that, dude. That looked so reactionary. I don't know. I can't. Everybody, like, if you guys are watching, so go back, watch the whole situation. You guys let us know in the comments, or let us know on the social medias and stuff like that what you guys think. If Draymond should have been suspended, I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say most people would say no, he shouldn't have been suspended. a technical flagrant, whatever you want to call them, probably should have been the most it should have gone. But like honestly, Kay, you would have suspended him if you were Adam Silver and you saw this
Yes,
whole situation take
yes,
place the way it
because
did. You would have suspended him.
yes, because that's not his first occurrence that season. That's not his first time doing that. Yes, I would have.
Well, that was my other question, whether or not that was the first time.
No, again,
Or Draymond.
even Adam.
What up, Blaxican Cosell?
Good evening. How are you?
Doing well, sir. Doing well. I need you to. We need you to kind of help us out here. Seeing that film, the suspension. And again, I don't remember Draymond being known for somebody like that until after that whole situation. So, like, from what you remember, I know you're a big Warriors fan. You've been following the team for a long time. Thoughts on this whole thing?
First off, if you want me to be 1,000% honest, truthfully speaking, Draymond should have been suspended during the conference finals against OKC for kicking Aquaman in the nuts all those damn times. Now, if that happens, the Warriors possibly might not get to the finals, and Kevin Durant has not become a Golden State Warrior in 2016, 2017.
Fair.
But again, like I said, Draymond suspending cleared everything for Cleveland because, as I said, in Game 5, you had both Kyrie and LeBron both go for 40 with some of the best outside shooting I've ever seen in my life watching that game. It just seemed like everything they threw up, they were making. But I go back to Game 7. Yes, LeBron won the MVP, truth be told. However, LeBron James better be hugging Kyrie Irving for the rest of his life because it was Kyrie that hit the game-winning shot in Game 7, not LeBron James. Yes, LeBron had the block on Iguodala, to which Iggy should have dunked the damn ball, which is why I have the same problems with Kevon Looney. It's like, you're 6'9", you got all the wings. Dunk the ball! Stop trying to go for dunk it! However, it was Kyrie's shot over Wardell. Wardell had good defense, but in basketball, better shot beats good defense any day of the week.
Yep.
Draymond was more of a talker before he started fondling Aquaman's nuts in the conference finals, and then trying to give LeBron some fellatio at the end of Game 4. Now, however, like Kay said, I don't care who you are. You're not going to step over me trying to put your nuts in my face, which is why I said the same thing about Steve Kerr. I don't give a damn if your name is Michael Jordan. If you punch me in the face, I'm going to beat your ass, teammate or not. I don't give a damn if you're the best basketball player in the world. You punch me in the face, you better pray to God I don't get a hold of you. Because if I do, God better have mercy on your soul because I damn sure will not.
That 707 came out quick as hell.
Punch me in the face. All that talk about we trying to champion goes out the door because now you're trying to test my manhood. No. Can't, like Mike Singletary, can't do it.
Can't do it. Nope.
Can't do it.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like I would have been pissed too if I was Draymond getting Ron dragging his nuts over the back of my head. Like, what?
I don't think he was mad. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think he was mad. That's why he reached up and tried to grab a friend. I don't know.
You need to stop.
I 100 because I don't know men that'll just do that.
You need to stop. I know where you're going with that. You need to stop.
Fuck, like, what are you doing? Getting off the floor. You're not gonna make me feel like you're gonna stomp me out of some shit. No, I'm getting up. Like, no, that's crazy to me.
The only two basketball players that probably would have smiled on the ground probably would have been Dwight Howard and Chris Bosh. Don't at me. I said what I said.
Come on, you forgot about Jason Collins. Come on, son. Come on, son. Come on.
I wasn't gonna state the obvious because that's the obvious. But Dwight Howard and Chris Bosh, they would have been on every possible meme known to men, and you know it.
Thank you, Dub. Thank you so much. Oh shit.
I'm sorry. The passion that you guys had earlier just brought it out of me. I'm not gonna apologize for that because we're all about passion on this show. I'm just trying to tell Jaffo Army. Understand. This is about passion, folks. I'm just trying to tell you.
I mean, it like I said, I looked at it and going like I can see it from two, like if you're really gonna break it down and kind of look at it, like I can see it from both sides. I can see it from where K, looking at it from LeBron's side, going like, no, but don't hit me in the nuts, didn't get any more obvious, Mr. Dwight Howard. Yep.
Let him know. Let him know, Hoagie. Let him know.
But from that, it's like I can see it from LeBron how he would be pissed. Yeah, you hit me in the nuts. Yeah, we're gonna have a problem. This, and that. But I can also see it from Draymond going, "Don't you dare try and teabag me and think like we're not gonna have a problem here. Whether it's me hitting you in the nuts or pushing you or wherever it is that's gonna be happening, something's gonna happen because you're not just gonna step over me like that." Like there's two ways you can look at it. Both ways doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, I don't think a suspension in Game 5 was called for. I don't. That was a little too over the top. And I think at that point too, I don't remember a whole hell of a lot of people agreeing with the decision either. It just seemed like something, especially with everything that went on. I don't think it was necessary for, and like you said, had it been done in the conference finals. I mean, we all remember that the Warriors weren't they down 3-1 that series?
Yes, they would have fucking lost.
They were.
They would have fucking lost.
Yeah,
they would have been out of here, coach. Just
no,
like
if we're talking conference finals, I 100% agree with that. I 100% agree with that.
Absolutely.
All right, hold on, hold your horses right quick, Bucko. Now that we got Dub on, ask about the first year. Ask about the first year. He's the Warrior resident Warrior fan. Ask about the first year. See if I'm wrong.
As I said, and I've said this for years, the game or the series changed once Steve Kerr put Andre Iguodala to guard LeBron James, and then he reinserted David Lee. Because remember, in the beginning of the season, David Lee was a part of the starting five. Your starting five was Wardell and Clay.
Yep.
Then it was David Lee and Andre, and then Bogut. Because remember, when Draymond first was asserting himself, he was a key role off the bench. The 2 years they went to the playoffs under Mark Jackson, Draymond was the energy off the bench because Iggy was first starting. Because again, Iggy, Bogut, and David Lee were your backcourt.
Yep.
But Kerr convinced Iggy to come off the bench, and then David Lee got injured with a bad hip for most of that season, and then Draymond was inserted into the starting role for prior to the season. But once Kerr put Iggy on LeBron and then reinserted David Lee, without David Lee or Andre Iguodala, the Warriors don't win the finals. Now, again, as I've said many a times, okay, any team that has ever won a championship in any sport has had some luck go their way, has had some luck of the bounce of the ball go their way. Okay, yes, we will never know what happened if Kevin Love and Kyrie do not get hurt in 2015, just like we'll never know if the Raptors could have beat a healthy Clay and KD in 2019. Doesn't matter. The record books will say 2015, the Warriors beat the Cavs. It's not going to say with an asterisk because Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving did not play. Just like in 1989 when Isaiah and the Pistons finally got over the beating Lakers. It's not going to say Magic Johnson tore his hamstring in Game 2 and didn't play the rest of the series. It's not going to say that Byron Scott hurt himself and didn't play the rest of the series because this isn't the Spurs when they won their first. It's not going to say asterisk because Patrick Ewing was not in there for the Knicks in 99. It's not going to say that. It's going to say the teams that played, the teams that won, who won the championship. Now, again, I'm not going to sit there and say, well, yeah, the Warriors might have would have won if we don't know. We'll never know. The players that were in there. People forget. The Cavaliers in that series in 2015 led 2-1. Matthew Dellavedova was giving Wardell problems in that series within the first 3 games. People forget that. Then Steve Kerr finally figures something out, and then Dellavedova was not a factor at all for the rest of that series. But people forget Cleveland was up 2-1 in that series. Games 1 and 2, if I'm not mistaken, both went to overtime. With the Warriors winning 1 and the Cavs winning 1.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, we'll never know, but
it's always fun to speculate, though.
It is.
Yeah,
it
it's
is.
always fun to speculate.
It is.
All right, so here's my speculation question, because I've been dying on this hill, and I don't give a fuck what Josh said. If Michael Conley plays healthy, what was it, second round y'all played them that first year?
It was
socket?
It was the semifinals. Hello, Mr. Cleophas Jones. It was the conference finals, which the Warriors did win.
Greetings.
Won 4-2. Yes, Michael Conley did play in 5 of those 6 games. If he plays, I'll say this: it probably would have went to a game 7, and then anything happened to the game 7, because what people forget, those particular Memphis Grizzlies teams, and we're talking about Zebo and Marc Gasol, those 2 guys wanted to ground you and wear you down like Tyson Fury wanting to put his weight on you in a title fight. That was, under Dave Jerkins, that was Memphis Grizzlies basketball. They were playing some old school, old style Eastern Conference Pat Riley New York Knicks early 90s style basketball.
Right.
Because they were not about scoring. They wanted to defend you, wear you down, and then that's what we had. I mean, people forget Vince Carter was on that team. Vince Carter was a key contributor off the bench. Vince Carter was on that team. Tony Allen was an elite defender on that team.
Right.
Which he defended your team's best perimeter player and your best perimeter scorer. Like, they did not win 55 games by mistake. For that 3 to 4 year span, Memphis was right there. Well, if the Warriors don't come out, who might be the next one? The Grizzlies were right there. It was the Warriors and the Grizzlies in that.
Well, I thought it was the Warriors and the Thunder, especially with KD, James Harden, and Westbrook at that point.
They were, but here's the thing: the Thunder should have been what the Warriors became. That's what the original Seattle SuperSonics should have became.
Right.
But because James Harden wanted to go prove himself and go get the money,
yeah.
To which again, James Harden, where were you in 2012 in the finals against the Heat? I'm still looking for you. Where are you? Where are you? Can't find you.
King of Diamonds. He was in King of Diamonds.
I can't find you. In Game 7 against the Warriors in the conference finals, where were you? Still can't find you. Last year in Philly against the Boston, where were you? Couldn't find you. Can't find you.
Whatever the strip club is in New York.
So, cuz I love you, but how can you say it was rigged when the Cavs came back? Because here's the thing. Here's what people don't forget. He probably was Hoagie. I wouldn't doubt it. Here's what people forget. When Draymond Green came back in Game 7, Draymond Green was the best player on the Warriors in Game 7 in 2016. Yep. He was their leading scorer. Yep. And if normally he's your leading scorer, that normally is bad because he's not supposed to be your leading scorer. But Draymond balled his ass off in Game 7. Yep. It's just Steph couldn't get going. But more importantly than that, Harrison Barnes could not hit the side of a door. And the Cavaliers were begging him. Oh, we're gonna leave you butt naked wide open. Go ahead and shoot.
I remember that.
Go ahead and shoot.
I remember that.
Shoot the J. Shoot it.
Shoot it. We're gonna call this play Computer Blue. Good. In your face, Charlie Murphy. But okay. Here's what I say to that. Now again,
was that rigged?
Going back to all this. if you were initially going to suspend Draymond Green, you should have done it in the conference finals when he was kicking Aquaman's stunt double in the nuts multiple times. That's when it should have happened. Again, I bleed Warrior blue and gold to the death, just like I bleed Giant orange and black, just like I bleed Niners red and gold. But I've always been a fair fan when it comes to criticism of my team because that's our right as fans. Like, yeah, it's happy when you won, but you criticize more when you lose, or how you should have won. Fact of the matter is this: if Draymond gets suspended against OKC, Durant still probably stays in OKC, and who knows what the Thunder become?
History
Who knows?
might be very different.
Who knows what different trajectory the Warriors will take, and who knows if they only win that one? We never know. It's just like, okay, what if Jordan did retire after the 92-93 finals? Do they go to 8 straight like the Celtics did with Kuzi and Russell and all those guys? Who knows?
Yeah, but he was suspended for gambling, though. Oh, sorry. He went to go play baseball. Apologize.
No. He did not get suspended for gambling. The mob paid his debt by killing James Jordan, but let's not go there.
Oh, good God. Yo!
Let's not go there.
Oh.
All right,
Because-
so look, here's the thing. I didn't know that we walked into a Hell in a Cell match. But for whatever reason,
Damn!
Dub just jumped off the fucking scalpel there. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Yes, he did. Oh, see, now everybody's like, wait, whoa.
Oh, come on.
I ain't mad at
Now
it.
everybody's
I
like,
ain't mad at
damn.
I'm
Again,
here for it.
because again, let it be anybody else that's gambling while they're playing in the playoffs, David Stern is suspending that ass. But because it's the Golden Boy, because you paid all that money to have the NBA on NBC, and Jordan is the face of NBC Sports, like Magic and Bird were for CBS in the 80s, we can't have that. Okay, so say all you want to
I
about
didn't even think about it that way until you just brought it up.
Yeah, definitely did. Didn't expect Dub to say that shit right now. I'm gonna be honest with you.
It now that I think about it, like the puzzle pieces are now starting to stick together. Like, holy shit!
And again, it was his dad. His James
His dad
Jordan
was murdered. Yeah.
James Jordan, unfortunately, God rest his soul, became the sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, that's why his eyes ain't turned back white yet.
I mean, it's there.
That motherfucker.
Yeah.
Fire and fuck
Exactly what Missile said. Okay,
He got
but
to a dark ass road.
but here's the. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yes, it was.
Oh,
Yes, it was.
jeez. That's crazy. I didn't even.
Yeah, the two gentlemen that got accused, yeah, I'm pretty sure they got a nice
MJ was in trouble with the mob.
yeah.
Oh, no problem.
Michael Jordan is a compulsive gambler.
Oh, I knew that. That I knew. We saw all that on
You
The
know,
Last
you-
Dance. This
are
motherfucker
you aware
gambling
of
with the
why he had to
goddamn
sell-
home monitor.
Are you aware of why he had to sell majority stake of the Hornets, right?
Go
So
ahead.
I said, are you aware of why he had to sell majority stake of the Hornets, right?
Because he got tired of them getting their asses kicked. What?
No.
Sir,
gambling
let's
debt.
Let's go back to what Dub just told us.
Gambling debt.
Shit.
Oh yeah.
And the type of people.
Yes.
Let's go back to what Dub just told us.
Why do you think Michael Jordan said Republicans buy sneakers too?
All right.
Man, I'm gonna freely admit I was
There's-
naive as
yeah,
fuck to
yeah,
that whole
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
There's a lot to Michael Jeffrey Jordan, the person that we don't know.
He probably got fucked.
There's no way Jordan's broke.
No,
No way.
no, Jordan's not broke, but understand when Juanita filed for divorce, understand Juanita got paid very, very well. I'm not going to say she took half, but Juanita Jordan was very well taken care of when she divorced from Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Because when Michael Jordan was creeping, let's just say the woman was not better looking than Juanita. Now, since then, he's made up for because he married a fine ass Cuban. and MJ better not mess that up. I'm just saying.
We'll know if he did.
That's true too. Now, I will say Jordan finally got some balls to tell his son, "Don't marry Scotty's ex." But that's a whole other story for a different time.
That's a fucking shit show and a half. Holy crap! I kind of want to dive into this. Like now, my brain is wanting to dive more into this. Like now, my brain doesn't want to let it go. Like it.
Yes, it was Hoagie. You facts. Miss Juanita got paid very well.
Higher than Tiger Woods?
Oh man!
Tiger. Could you change the voicemail? My wife found the number that I had.
Let's just say this. Juanita got a handsomely paid and set the bar for Elin to get paid when Eldrick crashed his Buick in Orlando.
He kept it golf too, though. 18 hoes for 18 holes.
And you see Eldrick has not been able to golf since.
I mean, he's been doing okay.
No, his son's been doing better than him.
Yeah, facts.
Come on, that's how it's supposed to go, though.
That's true too.
So, right?
That's true too. That's true too. But
so wait, okay. So
pause.
Putting our tinfoil hats and everything in here.
Pause.
This is what we're doing.
Thank you.
So, okay. So he compulsive gambler. We knew that.
Yes.
That was something that I think even during the 90s and stuff like that, while he was playing, pretty much everybody knew. He was in so much gambling debt that they killed his dad. And then it got to the point where. So then, what was the reason why for the retirement? Was it because of that?
Yeah,
everything that I had heard before, like it was a behind the scenes thing. It was kind of a cover up. Stern wanted to it was like an undercover suspension type of thing. Like it was a suspension, but it was more him telling him, "Hey."
It was a mix of all that. It was a mix of all that because again, like I said, you can't have your golden boy, the face of the league, the man that just made your league globalize, and that's fresh coming off of the dream team, going to Barcelona and doing what they did with Bird and Magic at the end of their career, in a sense, passing the torch to Michael Jeffrey, saying you are the face of the league now.
Right.
Cohen spanned all that to go play minor league baseball because Michael said himself, the one team here's what people understand. Now, people might say, yes, the Bulls might have won 8 straight. I don't know, because the one team that the Bulls always had fits with, the one player that Jordan could not figure out, and he has said this more than once. He said, I can't figure out how to beat Akeem Olajuwon because Akeem Olajuwon always torched us. And it's true. Akeem used to torch the Bulls. Now, we're talking about the first three-peat, where it's still Bill Cartwright, Horace Grant, John Paxson, Stacey King, and B.J. Armstrong on this team, okay? And Luke Longley, okay? Luke Longley, Bill Cartwright, Livingston, they're going to get abused by Akeem Olajuwon because Akeem's just going to get his, regardless, okay? Now, it'll be a battle between Paxson and B.J. Armstrong against Kenny Smith. You know Jordan's going to guard Mad Max, Vernon Maxwell. And then you'll have a younger, more athletic Robert Ory against Scottie Pippen. So take your chances. I'm not going to say the Bulls are going to win 8 straight. I'm going to say they might win 7 of 8 because if they play in both series back to back, and keep in mind, this is before Dennis Rodman got to the Bulls because Rodman did not get to the Bulls until 95, 96 when they went 72-10.
He was still in Detroit, right?
No, he was in San Antonio. He was playing for the Spurs. He was
Okay.
playing for the Spurs with David Robinson. Okay,
Yeah.
because those 2 years that Jordan took the year off, Hakeem Olajuwon was the best player in the NBA, hands down. Even though David Robinson won the MVP in that conference final, Hakeem Olajuwon took David Robinson to school, and David Robinson is still trying to figure out how to guard the Dream Shake 25 years later. And that's when Rodman had the green hair in San Antonio. Before he went multicolored with the Bulls in 95, 96. But I mean, it's a great thing. We'll never know. But I'll just say this: it would have been a great strategic game because Rudy Tomjanovich and Phil Jackson definitely would have been playing chess with each other. I definitely think those might have been the only 2 series that Jordan would experience 7 games in the finals. It's just we'll never know. We will never ever know it, and that's always been the great debate.
Can I ask how long that? I'm just gonna call it a theory because obviously I don't think it's been proven a fact. How long has that been something? Because again, this is the first time I'm hearing that type of connection going to the gambling, the mob, dad dying, like the whole. How long has that been on people's minds? And why is this the first time that I'm hearing about it?
Stop forgetting it when they put out Space Jam.
Wait, hold on. What?
What
did you say?
All I heard was Space Jam. That's all I heard.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Oh, that's all I heard.
I said they start forgetting about it when they put out Space Jam.
Damn.
Covered it up.
That's a huge cover up. That's a fucking multi-layered cover up.
That's why you call Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny was still the deal at the time, bro.
Here's.
Okay,
has this always been on people's minds? Has this always been something that people were trying to connect?
Again, here's
Again,
something.
I'm naive to this whole thing. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Here's some of the people don't. Here's what people don't understand. Now, I did not watch not 1 second of The Last Dance because I did not need to be reminded how much of an asshole Michael Jeffrey Jordan is in real life.
Fair.
However, when Phil Jackson was against Dennis Rodman going to Vegas when the Bulls had days off, Michael Jordan said, let him go. And we all know Michael Jordan is the ultimate team guy. Your ass better show up in practice and do all that in practice. But Michael gave the okay for Dennis Rodman to go to Vegas and to let Dennis Rodman let loose. When Dennis Rodman was partying with Carmen Electra and they eventually got married, Jordan gave his blessing on that. Think about it. Jordan would not do that for any teammate. He's like, no, we all need to practice. You guys need to be there. But he gave Rodman his blessing and told Phil, let him go. And that's in The Last Dance. Now, again, didn't watch not 1 second of it. But Jordan gave his blessing to Phil and said, Phil, let Dennis go to Vegas. Don't know which episode it's in, but it's in The Last Dance.
It's got to be like 3 or something like that. I think it was like episode 3 or whatever.
Do it.
Yes, sir.
I said my theory is he can't whoop Dennis. That's why he let him do it.
Well, he couldn't whoop Dennis Rodman. He damn sure couldn't whoop Charles Oakley, and he damn sure couldn't whoop Robert Parrish because he tried to talk some shit.
Michael Jordan was tough, but I don't think he was that stupid. No.
No, because he knew not to mess with Charles Oakley because Charles Oakley really is that dude?
Oh, everybody knows not to fuck with Oakley.
And James Dolan better be happy that Charles Oakley might have came to Jesus, because if this was the younger Charles Oakley,
Yeah, them
they would
pussy
they
fucking
would
shit.
they would still be picking up James Dolan off the ground at Madison Square Garden.
That's a fact. Because them security guards were too small. He definitely was being respectable for sure.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, Charles Oakley is one of the most beloved Knicks of all time. Of all time. You see Oak in the garden, they are giving that man a standing ovation. Then not to mention, he tried to come at the chief, Robert Parrish. Now, the chief at this time was in his 40s, and MJ trying to come at him. And the chief said, you ain't going to come at me. I will whoop your ass. And let's just say, Robert Parrish did not get messed with by Michael Jordan no more during the Chiefs' time with the Bulls. Because, yes, even though Michael went 6 for 6 in the finals, he never beat Larry Joe Bird in the playoffs. Every time him and Bird play in the playoffs, Bird got the better of him. Now, again, this is before Michael got Scotty and all that. I get it. I understand it. But everybody wants to give shade for LeBron, this, then, the third, for being this, then, third in the finals. Jordan never beat Bird in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
And at this time, we're going to have a selection from our children. You know what I mean? Because when I was told, when I was growing up, hey, 2 or 3 a gallon, here I am in the mix. You know what I'm talking
about? That is scripture. Yes, it is.
So,
yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
In the word, we in this house. And this is the house of the Lord as well. Because in the house of the Lord, you hear me?
So,
we're going to have a selection from my children.
Shit.
Come on, Peter Griffin, get it together.
No, it's just we have definitely mind boggled JP's mind tonight with all this.
No, I'm like fucking crashed in my head right now. As soon as you said mob hit on Jordan's dad, my mind went everywhere. Anything that I would thought I knew about what had happened in that situation, the most I knew was it was an NBA cover-up that Stern based. It was a suspension, but not really. Went to go retire, play baseball because his dad passed away, wanted to play baseball for his dad. There was like a whole sob story behind it. And then, he came back, won another 3 straight. Not once did I think.
You go do whatever.
I'm 32. I'm 32.
Fucking movie.
I'm 32 going on 33. So I don't have the recollection, especially like through the night. I was like a kid. I wasn't like conscious of basketball back then.
He was still the kid when you and I were teens, Hoagie, when all this was going on. This is right smack before you and I hit Fairfield High back in the mid 90s when all this was going down.
I knew the gambling. I knew all of that, but not once did my mind go to mob hit, for basically a debt collection, for like not once did I break. And when you brought it up, to be honest, my mind was blown in a sense of, holy fuck, this makes sense. This actually makes sense of why it happened the way it did. Damn. Holy shit.
Yeah, it does make you say, for sure.
God damn. Well, fuck. I mean, I need to do. I already know I'm not gonna be able to sleep all that well tonight. I'm gonna do a fucking deep dive into this shit. If I can. I'm gonna be looking around and going like, this is like, because this is just too. How has nobody like Vice or some shit like it, but some behind this, like, how has nobody made some sort of documentary connecting the two, where so like, how has nobody done that to the point where like this is something that, because again, Michael Jordan is involved in a lot of shit. He's got stake in prisons. He's got Jordan Brand. He's got, he was, basically majority owner of a team. He's got all of this shit going on, and in my head, it's like, well, maybe now he has all of this stuff just to be able to pay off his debts. Now he has all of it. Like he has the amount of money to where it's hard to believe that he couldn't pay off any debts with the billions and billions of dollars that he makes, especially just off the shoe brand itself.
Yeah, and he just opened up, as Mizzle just said, he's now opened up hospitals also.
So he's getting into all of this stuff. It's like with the amount of money that he was making, it makes me think, compulsive gambling to the point where at one point in his life, dude was broke. We just didn't know it. There's no way.
Not to mention, he also is owner of NASCAR. He's a NASCAR owner also.
He's got his fucking foot in everything. He's. It's not the same Jordan with the prison stuff. It's ugly. Wow.
But nonetheless, he is worth $3.2 billion. So he's still $2 billion ahead, because Irvin Magic Johnson and LeBron James are worth $1.2 billion, and Jordan still has $2 billion over Magic and LeBron.
And you're making all this money, like that tells me I think 1-800-GAMBLER was made just for Michael Jordan. The gambling hotline to get yourself help was made for him, because there's no other explanation on how much like he gambles his money with. Well, I mean now, but what I'm saying is with as much money as he was making, because the Jordan brand like was huge. Even when he was in the league, he was making millions and millions. How do you not pay off debts with the amount of money that you're making at that point?
Now keep this in mind. Now, when I said that Miss Juanita now remember when I said that Miss Juanita got paid? Okay, now keep this in mind. The divorce became final in 2006. It was filed for in 2002. Now, at that time, it was the largest celebrity divorce, because at that time, Miss Juanita received $168 million, which is now equivalent as of last year to $254 million. Just keep that in mind.
Ladies, chill, relax.
Yeah. Let's see. Of course.
So not only was he gambling that, he also gambled on marriage and failed.
Yes.
Fuck. Lost a shitload of money in that sense. Good Lord, this man's got a ridiculous problem. We need to get Mr. Michael Jordan some help.
I did not know he was part. I did not know he had a part ownership in the Marlins franchise.
Shit, really. Hush money divorce settlement. Goddamn. Like,
that did end up being the GM.
You're not wrong. So he's the chief ambassador of Make-A-Wish. He is also, like I said, he just funded. Okay, so just this year, he funded the opening of Novant Health Clinic in his hometown of Wilmington, North Carolina, which is where he's from, where he was raised. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure he gambled away most of his game check money. I'm not sure he touched his endorsements. It's insane.
Holy fuck! Like this is too much for me right now. This is too much for my head right now. I'm literally feeling a headache come along. Like this is holy shit. The he's got to be the reason why people need help now.
Not to mention,
I've never heard of somebody having so much of a gambling issue,
then there's now Cleovis. It's
especially
fun.
somebody making that much money.
Now Cleovis, it's funny you mentioned hush money because then there's also back in 2006 in Cook County, Illinois, determined that Jordan did not owe his alleged former lover Carla Nafel $5 million in a breach of a contract claim. Jordan allegedly paid her $250,000 to keep their relationship a secret. Nafel said Jordan promised her $5 million for remaining silent and agreeing not to file a paternity suit after she learned she was pregnant in 1991, but the DNA showed that Michael Jordan was not the father.
Oh, I was about to say, wasn't that Jimmy Butler?
No, this is Jordan 2006.
Oh, okay. It's not Jimmy just yet. Jimmy was born before that.
Anthony Edwards, sir.
Oh, there we go. That's Ant-Man right there. Holy shit, man, that's Ant-Man. There we go.
Hey, you gotta get your numbers together, guy.
I was thinking, I was like, that's not Jimmy? No, that's not
But-
2006. Yep, that's Ant-Man. Fucking shit.
Seriously though, Anthony Edwards was born in 2003. Jordan retired 2002. He divorced his wife 2002, basically, because they were separated essentially. So it's very possible that Anthony Edwards is Michael Jordan's son. I'm gonna be all the way honest with you.
It
Well-
all adds up. It all adds up.
Well, I will say this in regards to Mr. Edwards, the Timberwolves are in trouble right now after Luka called game in Game 2, hitting the game winner, which puts the Mavericks now up 2-0.
Yeah, we said they were in trouble after the Nuggets started getting a hold of them, and look what happened. So I don't have. Yeah, I still think the Wolves are in pretty good. Like until it is over and done with, I am not going to count them out.
No, that shit over with.
We said that when they played the Nuggets, and they came back and took it to Game 7 and won.
Yeah, that shit. Again, I gave them the benefit of the doubt that they was that, but it's Luka and Kyrie.
Again, we're talking about Michael Jordan's second son here. And I want to kind of go back. I want to go back to this real quick. NBA paid for the gambling?
Hold on.
This is a whole nother fucking wait.
You're not
Like
gonna-
I said, you don't think David Stern's not going to take care of his golden goose?
Oh, I know David Stern probably is crooked as the rest of them, but like
one played at Central Florida, the other played at Illinois.
when the NBA is paying for your gambling and you're still in trouble to the point where your father had a hit on him, allegedly, sir, that is a problem and a half. That is something you might need medical treatment for. That's something that you need, like, there's 5150 status for how fucking crazy that's getting. When the league can't even pay off enough of your debt to where you're still not in trouble, that's fucking crazy. That is absolutely insane. Michael Jordan needs help. Somebody get that man some help. Because there's
Well, Charles Barkley, yes, but the difference is Charles Barkley is a very nice tipper. Michael Jordan is not. Michael Jordan is well known for being a very, very shitty tipper. In fact, Scottie Pippen has the world famous nickname "No Tippin' Pippen," which is very. Oh yes, especially when they come here to Vegas. Oh my God, Barkley's a good tipper. Shockingly, Terrell Owens is a good tipper. Magic is just generous. Period.
Hold on,
That's just
hold on.
because
Wait a minute. Why is it shocking that Terrell Owens is a good tipper?
it just is to me. Because I still think of him as an asshole. I just do. Respect the
be the asshole. Now his name is Terrell.
Touche, K. Touche. But yeah, Barkley is a nice, generous tipper. Like I just said, Magic is always a nice, generous tipper, but Michael Jordan is not. Eldrick is a very shitty tipper. Eldrick does not tip at all.
This
Wayne,
is just
Wayne Gretzky is a good tipper. Yeah, just some little insights. And here's a fun fact story. So, for the cup of coffee that I worked at Caesar's Palace, I was working on the baccarat table, and I literally, my biggest claim to fame, I guess you could say, is I literally had Clyde the Glide Drexler's driver's license in my hand as I'm going to print a marker for Clyde Drexler on the baccarat table inside Caesar's Palace. Because as I'm walking to go give the marker to somebody else to go print it, I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, holy shit, that is Clyde the Glide. That is Clyde fucking Drexler. I have Clyde Drexler's ID in my hand. Like, what the heck is going on? And also on that same night, and JP, you'd be very proud, the inner 49er in me came up because as I'm walking back to my station, walking towards me is Roger Craig and Merton Hanks. So needless to say, on that particular night, I was with him like, that's Roger Craig and Merton Hanks.
what the fuck is going on today? What is?
I'm like, what?
Like I got the Glide and Roger Craig.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on today?
It's like, Lord, like, thank you for the blessing. No, I'm not a bartender, Hoagie. I just know a lot of bartenders that have served them, and that's just the info that they gave back to me because we talk about stuff and talk about celebrities that stop by and whatnot. But like I said, the coolest thing for me forever will forever be Mark Henry, because Mark Henry actually came to my job and ate at my job and actually came up and talked to the kitchen. Trust me. Like,
Shit, I'm in the same boat.
Trust me, the inside of me was like, get out, but I'm like, you're at your job, play cool. But in the back of the player, I'm like, man, I was losing it.
It's hard not to. It definitely is hard not to. But then you kind of like think about it and go, nah, they just want to be left alone, have a good time. Like I don't want to bother them or anything like that.
No, that's and I kind of regret it now, but knowing the fact that he has since passed away, but no, Mark Henry was hella cool. He came and talked to us for a few minutes, which was pretty good. Because he didn't have to do that, and he did. That was cool of him. I got to see Dolph Ziggler and the late Brody Lee eat at my job, and like I said, I kind of regret now not saying anything because obviously Brody has passed since then. But it was just cool to see that. Karl Malone really is tall in real life. Like, I'm in the kitchen, I'm like, oh, that's the mailman. That's Karl Malone.
I don't even get me started on Karl Malone.
He couldn't even fit in the seat he was sitting. He was that damn tall and lanky. I'm like, he barely looked like he could fit in that seat.
I had something, but I feel like we've crossed so many lines going into this already that I don't even want to cross that one.
But no,
we all know where I'm going with it though.
but no, one of the kindest conversations that I had was with D'Lo Brown. D'Lo Brown was super cool, super nice.
He seems like a good dude.
Actually got to talk to him, and it was just good because because the one thing I said, I'm like, D'Lo, okay, when Ron Simmons and Ahmed were having their I'm like, why was it always you taking the high spots and going through the table? And then he gave one of the greatest answers you could give. He said, because they thought I would make it look good on TV. I'm like, say no more. Say no more.
He did.
That's all I gotta say.
And he did.
But no, he was cool. Down to earth guy, also very smart, obviously, and just it was very, very cool. But yeah. We never in my wildest dreams did I think we would take JP for a roller coaster ride on the All Pro JAFFOs, because he is just still...
think about the fucking roller coaster ride we took. We started talking about Caitlin Clark. Then we all of a sudden got into the Warriors finals run and everything and that team. Then we got into Michael Jordan dealing with the mob, and that again, my mind is
Then
like,
he got into fucking Dub's job being like a hot spot for him to meet a bunch of different dope people, which is dope.
yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
I got a story about how my job fucking played me real quick, right? You both are Niner fans. You'll appreciate this, right? So when Reggie Bush signed with y'all, right? He
Mhm.
signed his contract at my job. I worked at the Hyatt House that year, right down the street from fucking Levi's. You get what I'm saying? So a lot
Nice.
of like,
Wow.
fans and shit like that do all kinds of shit there, and they always had like, special people come stay at our job and shit. They had a contract with the Niners, all kind of shit, right?
Yeah.
So they obviously brought the banners. They had the production crew. They made it look like, the Niners sit in the back. Every time they sign, they take the picture and all that bullshit, right? So Reggie's coming in, right? They're like, oh, Reggie Bush is coming in. You know what I'm saying? They're letting us know because we were the front desk staff, because I was the front desk guy at the time. You know what I'm saying? One of them.
Mhm.
I'm the only football player on staff. This is 2015, bro. I'm 6'10". Was it 2015 or 16? It might have been. It was one of them. It could have been
It was 2016.
16. So yeah, it was early 2016 then. All right, cool. So yeah, I'm still working there, and I'm the only one on staff at that time. I'm probably like 260, in good shape, everything. I'm still ready to go try to play ball. Right, 25 years old. I'm trying to figure out how the fuck to get in the door. Right. I'm right down the street. Fuck it. I'm like, I'll play for the fucking Niners, even though I hate these motherfuckers. I don't give a shit. That's how I'm thinking, bro.
You
Just get
hate
me
the
on the practice
fans, not the
squad.
team.
Just get me on the practice squad, bro. I didn't care because that's how I was thinking. That's what I was thinking at the time, bro. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah.
So they tell me Reggie Bush is coming in here, and I'm like, the Reggie Bush, like that motherfucker, like the shit I saw, USC Reggie Bush, him killing all these motherfuckers and then getting obliterated by Lito Shepard in the motherfucking first game of his NFL career. Oh yeah, best believe I want to fucking meet Reggie Bush. You get what I'm saying? My job decides to fucking say, hey, Quante, go to the fucking 12th floor and take this goddamn laundry to our customer. And guess what the fuck I missed? Reggie Bush entrance, signing, and exit.
That's messed up.
Damn.
That is messed up.
I'm the only football player on staff.
And they sent you away.
And they always try to utilize me being that fucking big. And the one time I actually want to be showcased as a big fucking body, you send me to the 12th goddamn floor.
Oh,
I could have been a fucking Niner.
You know, you know
100%
what?
That's foul.
You know what? I was very mad. I was off that day, and nobody called me to tell me that he came in. So at this time, I'm living in Arizona, and also at that time, one certain hip hop icon by the name of Earl Simmons, and you know him to be the late great person known as DMX. Earl Simmons decides to come and eat at the kitchen that I'm working at the one year that I lived in Arizona. Needless to say, the people got to take a picture with him, and I was off that day. And then I come in the next day and I see the picture. I'm like, DMX was here. Like Earl Simmons, the dog. He was here. And
You know what's funny? And I'm not speaking ill of the dead or anything else like that, but I used to think about it when he was like, it wasn't DMX like he's probably like, he was like 5'4", something like that, 5'4", 5'5".
No, he was.
Let's
He
get
was
back.
short, wasn't
All these motherfuckers are hobbits.
he?
Please get that understood.
Well, you gotta understand, DMX stayed in Tim's all day. That's all he wore was Timberlands. Like, I don't think I've ever seen DMX in tennis shoes at all.
Hold on, DMX was. All right, we need to stop. All right, we're getting too much information now that's going on now.
You didn't know that either, Jay? Are you serious?
I'm starting to realize how naive and stupid I probably really am. Because holy shit, I did not.
DMX,
we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
DMX did that more than once.
Yeah. Okay, we're yeah. This is a totally different show now. That
Oh,
we're doing. This is
Bro,
completely. I'm just.
yeah, he don't know
I'm.
shit. I just want to let you know that I've been knowing this the whole fucking goddamn almost 4 years we've been on this show. He don't know a goddamn.
Yeah, but when? At what point was I gonna think? Like,
He's saying
you know,
this is the exact shit I be trying to tell you, John. You
I
don't know.
know shit, but there's just shit that I don't know that surprises the fuck out of me. But now that I know it,
Miz
it's
Mizzle, I totally forgot that part. He sure did have a badge. Yes, he did.
holy shit.
Yes, he did. I totally forgot about that.
And whip that motherfucker out too.
Yes.
Lord, give me a sign. Good
And
Lord.
no, not only that, the man ran his SUV through the wall just to get in. Yes. Earl Simmons did that.
Hey
What a
dog.
fucking show. What a show. Ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate the hell out of you guys for hanging out with us. But a couple of things before we go. Got a bit of a contest coming up. June 14th is the deadline. We've got a contest coming up. Kay, if you want to get a little bit more into them, let them know what's going on with it.
Oh no, that's not my department, sir.
Okay, that's my department. I got him. All right, so June 14th is the deadline for all local, international, countrywide artists, no matter if it's hip hop, rock, reggae, jazz, does not matter. We're having a contest going out there now for Japo theme songs. So now that we've got oh shit, give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second.
Which, once again, one more time, shout out to my nephew, the super dope beat maker, for displaying the new theme for the All Pro JAFFOs.
Oh, 100%.
One more.
100%. I had to give him that love, had to give him that shout. I'm glad he did it because it to be honest, he was, and I want to give him a credit for this because he was kind of, with him getting us this theme song, this is where it kind of sparked the idea. And Mad Sticks came up with the great, pretty much good logistics about it. So now June 14th is the deadline. Everybody get your submissions in. Doesn't matter what genre. Looking for a JAFFOs theme song. If you get it in, send it to DJ Mad Sticks at DJ Mad Sticks or wherever you can find DJ Mad Sticks on social media or his website. He's been on the road. He's been, super busy doing a lot of the things that he's doing. So shout out to DJ Mad6. But get your submissions to him, and we will go through it. Winner will get 6 months as the theme of the Jaffos. And then during that 6 months, you'll be getting shout outs by DJ Mad Six. You will get an interview spot on the show. And again, you get to DJ Mad Six for more details as things come up more and more. But we want to showcase talent. We love being able to talk to artists and getting to know them more, and especially local and relatively unknown artists. So this is something that we figured that we can do to get people out and get their names and their music and their art out there. So June 14th is the deadline for the first I guess, or not so much the first, the second, because DeAndre takes the first one to get a first Jaffa theme song for us. So once again, June 14th, get your submissions in, get it into at DJ Madsticks. We will take a look and he will basically do the choice because he's the music ear. He's the one who knows what's good and what isn't, because again, you never tell
The
DJ
DJ what to
Reflex what to play.
play.
Never. So we're excited about it. That's something that we figured is going to be nice and fun. And once again, we'll get your name out there and shout outs from DJ Madsticks during shows and everything else like that. He's going to be letting people know about you. So get in there, get all of it done. Okay, you got anything for the Tigers and everything else after that?
Well, yeah. So shout out to the River City Tigers. We just finished the season 9-1, first place.
Outstanding.
Thank you. A commanding victory against the Wolfpack, the North Valley Wolfpack or something like that.
Mid Valley. Mid
Wolfpack.
Valley.
Yeah, Mid Valley Wolfpack. Shit, it don't matter. Them goddamn puppies. It don't matter. Talking shit, doing that shit. Little goddamn little puppy child. You know what I'm saying? I ain't worried about no little sorry sack of shit. Mad as fuck I can't play them. I couldn't play them fucking sorry fuck. Oh my god. I can't wait after this goddamn championship. Lord have mercy, this natty run's gonna get insane. So when they get this, I'm talking about, hey, look, when they let this dog off the motherfucking chain. Oh, sweet Jesus. Right after the championship, I'm off the fucking leash. Because we out of the league shit and we get to go play other teams. I'm off
Yep.
the goddamn leash. Oh my God, I can't wait. All right, so yeah,
Release the Kraken.
hey, so yeah, we finished 9-1 first place. So right now we got a series of buys, which essentially we offer like a month, which is a good thing and a bad thing. You know, could be whichever. I don't know. We'll see. You know what I mean? The way we practice and the way coach be on us. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's gonna be a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? I think it's honestly gonna be a good thing. People gonna really get healthy and stuff. So,
Yep.
but yeah, regular bye week. Then you got league bye with the holiday. Then you got first round of the playoff bye. Um, and then you got a game. I'm not sure who it is because so many games in between. You don't know what might happen. And then on top of that, episode 2 of Rise of the Tigers just came out. Sharpening the Claws is the title for that episode. It's on Life's Canvas. If you guys are watching YouTube, I know I don't have a picture or video up, but it's on my caption. That's the at for like Instagram if you need to go there, or the YouTube at is the same thing, and you could put Rise of the Tigers Canvas, or you can put that and Rise of the Tigers. It'll pop right up. Or you can go to the Instagram page and then hit link in the bio, just like the Instagram girls do, but ain't no OnlyFans there. I swear for Jesus, ain't no OnlyFans. Yeah, still considering it. Considering it.
You and the Viking both.
I used to be a stripper. Me and Scott, we had our conversations in Arizona went very fucking goddamn, very fucking.
I believe it.
Your stripper
I
names
believe it.
together would be cookies and cream.
Honestly, it'll be something more grimy than that, but that's a pretty fucking good one. I ain't gonna lie.
Done. I'm done.
Sometimes
I'm done.
Sometimes Josh is a good one.
Sometimes I get some good singers in there. I'm all right.
That's a damn good one. That's a damn good one. Hey, look, I'm giving you credit because that's a damn good one. That's a damn good one. A damn good one.
Shout out to Scott the Viking McCorkle. Love you, buddy.
Ironically, your stripper name would be the Viking because the way you look.
Probably.
You
Maybe.
got beard, go in there, or the lumberjack. One of the two. Because you
lumberjack for sure. Lumberjack for sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think lumberjack is the universal one.
Yeah,
for sure.
like the brawny guy, like fucking stack of paper towels and shit. But whatever. Hey, but yeah, so Rise of the Tigers came out episode 2. Please go check that out. Tell me what you guys think. Comment, like, share it to everybody. We're trying to get on Tubi, man. That's the goal. Go get on Tubi, then eventually, get on the bigger platforms. That's the goal first. Like, try to build it up from here, and then slide it to Tubi once the season's over with.
In other words, what he's trying to say is the man is trying to get paid. Pay that man.
That's exactly what I'm doing. I put a lot of work.
Pay that man.
Got a lot of help as well. So, my teammate's little brother, Daniel Terrian. I hope I'm saying his last name correctly. He filmed all the game footage. I want to shout him out, get him some love, at least on our platform and stuff. I put it on there as well, but just give him some extra love and stuff because he definitely helped out the first 2 games I was actually able to play. Well, game and a half.
Yep.
I was able to play. You know what I mean? So he was a big help.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Appreciate you guys once again for hanging out with us. Go check out, especially once again, thank you, Dub, the Blaxican Cosell, for hanging out with us and giving us some really good information that I'm still going to have to contemplate for probably the next few days to come. Um, go check out the Mizzle and Dub show. Go check out the other side of the ball, A7FL. Dub, you want to plug anything else?
Well, we are taking the week off to memorize to to observe those that lost their lives for this country on Memorial Day. So we appreciate them and thank them for their service. We will be back on the field June 2nd for the final week of the regular season. Then it's the playoffs. So if my co-host is not too tired because the man is getting paid, you might get episode 204 of the Mizzle Dub Show, to where we'll talk about game 2 of the Celtics and the Pacers, and game 2 tonight as Luka called game and puts the Mavericks halfway to the NBA Finals. So again, catch us on the Mizzle and Dub Show YouTube channel. But also, before we say goodnight, guys, I'm reaching out. Please, these are very good friends of ours. Please, let's get those subscriptions up for the Jaffo family, for the Jaffo army. Please, please, please subscribe. Well, okay, so episode 204 tonight of the Mizzle and Dub Show. Come check us out on the Mizzle and Dub Show YouTube channel. So yes,
All you night owls, get there.
yes,
Get there, be square.
Night Owls Unite. Join us.
Question.
Yes,
Quick,
yes.
while Mizzle's on. What's wrong with Tubi? Mizzle? Shit. In the great words of Michael
He
Jordan.
did.
In the great words of Michael Jordan, Republican buy shoes too. Y'all gotta figure that out. Shut up.
All right.
Drop the mic, Kay.
On that note, once again, appreciate you guys for hanging out with us. All Pro Jaffos, highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. We'll see you guys again next time. For myself, JP, for the 610 Beast from the Southeast, Mr. Country K, for Dub of the Mizzle and Dub Show, and the greatest DJ in the entire planet, Mr. DJ Mad 6. We'll see you guys again next time. Deuces.